Remembering Rita.
Yes.
You know, I only met your mama once or twice. I really didn't know the woman.
She said that was enough.
Yeah, I think we kind of think that's what killed her.
Pat, dear Lord. God. Oh, my gosh. Now I got that on my...
Right out the gate.
Yeah.
Happy Saturday.
I don't know if you
Happy
heard.
Saturday.
Happy Saturday. You've been busy this week.
We have been
I know
busy.
because you changed the day you're going to be off. Did you ever find out when... You only had a 30-day lag in time of when you thought you were leaving. And
Well, it's a little embarrassing, but I was telling because we were trying to schedule some remotes in August or something, or July. Joe Coppa, one of the sales guys. And, you know, are you here this date, and this? I know. I leave the 28th on vacation of July.
Mm.
So this week, Beth goes, hey, we're leaving in 4 weeks. It's like, I was like, she goes, no, June 28th. It's like,
so you're only a month late.
Oh.
yeah.
Oops.
So I'm leaving this month.
Whoops.
Okay. Well, at least you know now.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Oh, wow. It sounds
Well,
fun.
we're going to 3 places.
Okay.
We're going to Maine for a meeting of my roundtable group.
Are you going to Bar Harbor?
You say so?
Bar Harbor, Maine.
Yeah,
Right next to Hurricane Island.
maybe.
Maybe.
And then we're going to the July show to buy spring, the gift show down in Atlanta. So we'll be there to buy for spring of next year. And then we're going to Rhode Island for we rented a beach house.
Oh, that's the family event.
Yes, I just don't know in what order yet.
So how many...
You find out when you get there.
So that's
Yeah.
Beth's side of the family, or is that the Sullivan family?
That is Beth's side.
That's the answer.
Yeah, her father was stationed at Fort Bend, and Beth's mother was his secretary. Boop, 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 boop.
Boy, you can't do that anymore.
Boop, 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 boop.
So anyway, the big event for Remembering Rita, it's for the Alzheimer's Association.
Yes, it is.
It is a big event. Now, have you squared off with your competition? Do you know who the competition is this time? Because you got the pickleballers in Greenwood.
The pickleballers, we've got the bridge ladies, the whole pickleball thing. This is such a
You think
pickleball is such a
oh boy,
crafted, pre-planned, premeditated thing. I mean, pickleball in itself was invented by orthopedic surgeons to prey on senior citizens to create business.
really?
Yeah.
You think that's it?
I mean, look at me. I shouldn't be out there. They say, oh, it's easy. It's like,
Did you pickleball?
easy. If I have to move 3 foot, I could break a leg.
You don't pickleball.
There's a lot of people your age. I would say 60% of the players are your age.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're getting these old people out there like
Do you
me.
have to show your
But I'm saying they do it and they're fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
happy.
Are you kidding? Have you been to a hospital emergency room?
Allison.
It's stacked up with pickleball players
well, a lot of them
waiting
do.
to get x-rays.
A lot of knee braces
Oh.
out there.
Now, speaking of which, you're always busting my chops about age. You're going to be, official burden on society in August.
Oh, yeah.
65, Medicare.
65.
All of it.
I'm skipping all that.
You're skipping all of it. What? You're going right to the funeral home? What are you doing?
I'm going to keep my private insurance.
He has fancy stuff.
Yeah.
but You can keep your fancy stuff, but you can... I don't
want to,
go to your investment advisor and talk through what you got to do and what you don't got to do. Sure.
So anyways, remembering Rita. So a benefit, it's part of the longest day. And you're going to see longest day, Denny, which is?
June 21st or June... It goes from the 20th to the 22nd. We don't know, but it's the 21st this year, I think.
Right. So the longest day represents caregivers. Kind of I guess there's a lot of different facets of it.
Every day is a long day.
Every day that you're caring for an Alzheimer's patient is a long day. And so they started this the longest day. And so then it kind of became the month of June, where all these events are held throughout the state of Indiana and really throughout the country to bring awareness to Alzheimer's. And it also raises money for research and for support.
We will give you all the links here. They have a little QR code that you'll be able to hit to make your donation, and you just choose the Remembering Rita event. And we tested that out with Brent Shea yesterday. He thought it was.
Oh, you did?
He thought it was on the Sullivan side. It's not on the Sullivan side. Hopefully, you have a link. But he went directly to the Alzheimer's Indy website, found it, and made the donation.
It's not on our site?
I didn't see. He didn't see it.
That is an oversight.
Well, it's just a simple link.
Yeah.
That's easy. And we can just keep telling people.
I can put it on Facebook. I'll put it on our Facebook page right now.
We're going to put it on our Facebook page. But what we really want is we want you to come out to our 71st and Keystone store. Is that my phone?
Yeah, someone's calling you.
Oh, it's Fulton. Did I tell you that I gave Fulton my cell number?
Oh.
Fulton, call the station, Fulton.
Yeah, Fulton, call the station. He's in Terre Haute.
Well, he can still call the station.
Well, that's true. You're right, Denny. But there's no way really to tell him that unless we answer the phone.
Well, he can send you a text later.
I'm not sure he texts because he calls me a lot. That's okay.
All right.
Some people like to be talking in person.
So anyway, Fulton was, actually, if Ethan, if Fulton calls, just let us know, will you?
You have a call screener too.
Oh, will do.
It's
Look at that.
It's very tiny.
Never mind, I can do that myself.
It is kind of small.
So Fulton was down in Terre Haute and he was he qualified first in his heat yesterday, and then the finals.
This is for Special
today.
Olympics.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure we find out how he's doing. And yesterday we chatted at 6:45 a.m. So because he was on his way.
Speaking of which, Terry called me first thing this morning. She goes, "You're the only one I don't feel guilty calling early in the morning." But she's doing an interview. She will be here. She's doing an interview at the station. We've got a golfer from Indiana who's qualified for the Pro-Am.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's a dentist.
Really?
Yeah, so she's found him. Oh, look here.
Oh, it's Dave Wilson. Dave Wilson's going to show up, too.
Yep, playing the part of Terry Lynn Stacy is our very own.
Oh, look, we have a
Dave
camera.
Wilson.
Yeah.
We
Hey, you
do.
two people, I didn't see the camera there. Sorry about that.
We haven't checked in with them yet.
I wouldn't have shown you my bad side.
Yeah. Dave's in full recovery from race weekend.
I bet he is.
I bet he has,
Yep. So anyways,
It's
that's the
anyway.
word. I understand. I do it to
Makes the
kinda
phone ring.
irritate that lady, and I don't mean to. Anyway,
You do it on purpose.
Remembering Rita event starts at
10 o'clock to 2 o'clock.
10 o'clock, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so here's the deal. You come out, and it's for a great cause. You donate some money. We have a full barbecue lunch for you. We have a live band. You can grab and buy a beer or wine. And here's the kicker.
Uh-oh.
Because our friends at Schlegel Greenhouse, if you look right behind you,
Those pots?
see those fancy boys?
Yeah, those pots.
With a $100 donation, you get to take a fancy boy.
Really?
And let me just tell you,
And they are fancy.
the retail price of that size, that's the 15-inch
$69.
fancy boy,
How big?
$74.99.
$74.99. Well, thank you, Schlegel.
So it seems like you're making money, as Dave Wilson would say. Dave Wilson joins us on the program. Hi, Dave.
Hi, hands over fist. That's how you're making money. Hands over fist, I tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you sleep at the store there on Main Street?
No, but we spent a lot of time there. Spent a lot of time. It was a lot of fun. And, I'll tell you what it's, and I talked to Becky, my wife, about this. It's like I've built myself a stage. The store is my stage. And I'm working in the merch tent. And people come in, and especially race fans, and I talk to them.
Right.
Where are you from? Oh, really? Yeah. And then, some of the states I happen to know how many drivers were from there and all that kind of stuff. We talk. How many times you been here? Well, then the kicker is you got to know who won the 500 the year
You're your boy.
Right.
Troy Ruttman.
And so,
Jim Rathman.
okay, there you have it, 60 and 52. So I do that, and we go back and forth. So it's a lot of fun. And then Pat, I know you get satisfaction out of this. You look at something, you're thinking, should I buy this? Will people buy it? Will people enjoy it? And so you buy it and you put it on the floor, and you get this satisfaction when you say, oh, look, people are buying it. They enjoy it. And so Becky buys all the Christmas stuff, and all the stuff takes a lot of brains. I put all the racing stuff in there. And will it work? Will it not work? So it was very gratifying to see some things work and not work. People from all over the world. I had a gal who was working for a company from Italy. And every time,
first of all, you're in Indiana. It's 2 syllables. Italy.
And she would walk around my store FaceTiming with her father in Italy.
Oh.
And he used to be a race car driver and a mechanic over in Europe. And so she put him on the phone with me, and we conversed a little bit back and forth. But she came in 3 times and just walked around the store and bought a few things.
Probably a shoplifter, Dave. I don't know if you.
Could be too.
Sometimes your best customers
Turn out to be.
That's kind of suspicious of you, Pat.
Well, I mean, we have seen, things were stolen, but then, because you had to let humans in, that's what happens. But people from all over, Scotland, Great Britain, New Zealand, and Mexico, obviously.
Did you enjoy the accents of the English language? Scotland?
Boy, they're hard to understand.
They are hard to
especially
Scottish guys, man.
Especially the Alabama.
Yeah.
No, I had a couple clients who were from Scotland, and it was Scotland, and they were gargling their words out, and you had to pick them up one by one.
But it was, I really enjoyed it, and we were open Saturday. Was our best day we've ever had.
Oh, great!
In just our short 6-month time of existence. But I opened the store at 8, and by 6:30, buddy, I was dragging, and we closed at 6:30. And I've been told by the Queen of Main Street, Marie Hall, who owns 3 sisters and a truck, she goes, "Dave, closed by 5
because of the drunks."
Because of the drunks. But we went ahead and pushed it, and we didn't have anybody get out of hand or anything like that. But at 6:30, physically, we'd worked every day, 7 days a week, and long hours.
Isn't retail awesome?
Oh, my. Yeah, it's hard work. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It's a lot of hard work. But it's satisfying. Again, I don't feel like it's going to work for me still because I'm on a much smaller scale than you, obviously. But I love seeing people buy Christmas all year long. People come in and they get that joy, that feeling. And then I love seeing them buy the race stuff. And me sharing the race.
Now, do you have Christmas race stuff?
Yeah, we have some ornaments that are racing ornaments. We have some shirts that are racing shirts, Christmas kind of a racing shirts and stuff like that. So we combine the two. And the biggest way we combine Christmas and racing, we play the Jim Neighbors Christmas album as part of our music. We play Christmas songs all year long.
Sure, why not?
But in the rotation, I have over 320 Christmas songs. But in the rotation is the Jim Neighbors Christmas album. And so what better way of combining Christmas and racing?
Yeah, absolutely. Jim Neighbors
Christmas album.
Wow.
That's a real deal.
So what's next for Santa's Pit Stop? So on the calendar, I mean, sometimes you're event driven, like we're event driven around here.
Certainly.
So another race coming up.
Well, we got the NASCAR race coming up in July. We have a couple other races, the BC 39 on the oval on the 1st of July. And there's always activity. The Indianapolis Motor Speedway has 150 days of on-track activity, small clubs.
Amazing.
This, that, and the other.
Oh, and from overseas, too. The Porsche folks, everybody comes in.
So we got that going on. We're going to have a Christmas in July sale in July with a bunch of promotions.
Yeah.
And Ari Lyondike and his wife.
I saw that on your Facebook page.
How cool is that?
When was that? Was that over a race?
No, it was just like the last couple of days.
Oh, really?
He was the Flying Dutchman, was he not?
He still has the fastest one lap ever run at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And that was done in 1996. But I've known Ari for a long time and consider him a friend. We say, "Hey, how you doing?" Blah blah blah.
Where does he live?
In Arizona.
Okay.
And we were talking about his son Ari Jr., who ran 1/500. He's got 3 kids, another one on the way. And I was just like, "Oh my God, what is that kid thinking?" He said, "I think the kid may be Mormon."
No, he's being practical. Someone is going to have to. I mean, we got to repopulate the country. So, congratulations to Ari Lyondike Jr.
But he and Mika were so great. And he's got a new book out, and so I got a couple copies of that to sell that he signed. So it was very gratifying to see that. And I've had several drivers come in and just, I got a nose. I had an old G-Force Indy car that somebody had turned into a semi.
I remember what that is. Joe put that up. I remember seeing that.
Yeah. And part of it's standing up at the front. It's kind of a display as you come in. But the nose wouldn't fit on it. The ceiling's not tall enough. So we put the nose on Santa's sleigh. We have a Santa sleigh in there that we'll be using for kids to take pictures in next December. And so the nose is on Santa slow, which I don't know if you noticed this or not, really improved Santa's delivery time this last week.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, but coming to your house about an hour early.
Sure.
Santa was there.
Yeah.
Because aerodynamically now he's hooked up, see? But I had my driver friends come in and sign it. And so we got a handful I got Davey Hamilton, Jared Andretti, Connor Daly, Ari Lyondike now, Donnie Beechler, Paul Page have signed it so far.
What a great tradition.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to take a step away real quick here, and you can hang with us if you want. Yeah. 239-9393 is our number. We are here at Sullivan Hardware and Garden, 71st and Keystone, for Remembering Rita, which is a fundraiser for the longest day and benefits the Alzheimer's Association. It gets underway at 10 o'clock. You can donate different ways. You can go on our Facebook page and find the link. You can go to the Alzheimer's Association and find the link. You can go to any of our Sullivan stores, and I think on the keypad it asks if you want to donate. But the most fun will be to come out here and donate and get a great barbecue lunch, a full barbecue lunch with the barbecue green beans, always a favorite.
That was my favorite.
We've got a band that starts playing at whatever.
11.
11. You can grab a beer. It's a beautiful day. So come on out and join us, and we'll be here. How about
And there's
that?
prizes, too. Live music, all of it.
You spin the wheel.
Yeah, we got to spin the wheel prize.
Spin the wheel. Everyone's a winner. We're coming right back, 93 WIBC.
In the garden where the memories bloom, Rita's laughter chases away the gloom. Petals whisper tales of love so bright, a radiant spirit like stars in the night. Remembering Rita, your heart shines so true. This home and garden, it's all a tribute to you. With every flower that blooms and grows, we gather together, love eternally flows. Beneath the sun, caretakers stand tall, their love a fortress embracing us all. With hands like angels, they nurture our dreams. In every beautiful detail, hope gleams. Remembering Rita, your heart shines so true. This home and garden, it's all a tribute to you. With every flower that blooms and
Okay, that was a surprise.
That's great.
That'll tear you
Shout out to
Yeah.
Ethan and his AI DJing skills.
You know, songwriters must just hate AI.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
even musicians. That's an AI person singing.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's all AI.
Ethan did that within 10 minutes.
Yeah, it
No.
Yeah,
it sounds
he's
like
crazy good at
sounds
it.
like he took all week because this is a very special event.
Right,
No,
exactly.
he gave Remembering Rita about 5 minutes.
What's he doing now? Playing solitaire?
He's clocked in. He's good.
Ethan, how long did that take you?
Sorry, I just woke up from a nap. What'd you guys say?
Oh my God!
No, yeah, it took me about 10 minutes or so, 10, 15 minutes.
Well done, brother.
That was a good one.
And thank you.
That was a good one.
Helps
was
us tell the
beautiful.
story.
I know. So what exactly do you put in there to make it come out to the tone and that you want?
The biggest part is I was listening to you guys talk about it earlier, and I was just literally feeding what you guys were saying about the event into it. So it kind of had everything, and then I put like a kind of like happy but like remembrative tone type thing. So
Jeez.
Remembrative tone. Dear Lordy. Adjectives for
Well, we obviously
for
don't
AI.
need
Oh,
McCartney anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good grief.
I know. It's amazing.
Gosh,
That was fabulous.
if we'd have had this in the 60s and 70s, Lennon would still be alive.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Maybe even Elvis.
Maybe even Elvis. Ooh. Oh, God.
So, Pat, of course, we're in retail now. We're brothers.
Yeah, I know.
brothers in retail.
Yeah.
And
What did I tell you when you wanted to open a retail store?
get
Do
a
you remember?
wheelbarrow.
No, you get a
No,
wheelbarrow for the cash.
Lie down and let the feeling pass.
Lay down until the feeling passes.
Right. People ask me about opening a comedy club, and I said, just put your hand on the table, and I'm going to take a hammer and I'm going to break all 5 of your fingers. And within a couple of years, you'll be healed. But if you open a bar or restaurant, the pain will last much longer. It's the same thing with retail. But now I got this question. Okay, so I got Santa's Pit Stop, Christmas Shopping Gifts, Main Street in Speedway, and it's a combination of two things I really enjoy, Christmas and the history of the 500.
And people.
And people.
You're a people person.
Well, and Becky and I were talking about, in this level, actually, I can stand people. Like when I'm on stage telling jokes, I love people because they're out there and I'm on stage, and then the show's over and I leave.
Yep.
Okay. Now, when they come into Santa's Pit Stop, they're my customers, my guests, and I enjoy conversing back and forth with them. So I like people at that point. And
now, do you stand inside your desk area to provide a barrier from that?
Almost certainly.
From people?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought there had to be some sort of thing where
they're normal. Yeah, and I got 2 areas I stand behind. But have you ever had this trouble? Here's one of the problems I'm having. And that is, I have things in there for sale that I want to sell, but I don't really want to sell.
Oh, boy.
I don't suppose you have that situation.
I do not have that situation.
Is this some of your personal memorabilia that you pulled out?
Not really, but just some things that I've gotten. I have got a check. Now, there was a bank on Main Street in Speedway called the Speedway State Bank. And in 1929, they opened, and if you opened it with a $25 gift certificate or a $25 deposit, you got this really cool bank. And depending on how much you deposited, you got banks of much nicer quality. My grandfather gave me one of those banks when I was a little boy. And I ended up giving it to Chad and his son, Ari, which is Becky's son and her grandkid, because I don't have any kids to pass it down to. And so that was a very memorable thing. Well, I found a couple more of them. And I really want to hold on to them, but I really want to sell them too. But I have a check. This is my main thing. I have a check that Jimmy Bryan, who was the 1958 winner of the Indy 500.
The Lotus?
No, that was, this is 58. Lotus was Jimmy Clark. So, but 1955, he wrote a check to Eddie Sachs, who is another great icon of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. In September 55, he wrote a check to Eddie Sachs for $162.50. Jimmy Bryan did, drawn on the Speedway State Bank. And Eddie Sachs autographed or signed, endorsed the back of the check. So I even called Donald Davidson. I go, Donald, do you have any idea why in September of 1955, Jimmy Bryan would be paying Eddie Sachs $162.50? He had no idea. Because it's not like, hey, lend me a couple $100. That's a pretty specific amount. But that check is there, and I got a price tag on it, but I really don't want to sell it. Then I also have a book Wilbur Shaw wrote called, I forget the name of the book now, but it's autographed by 23 drivers from the 40s, 50s. Tony Holman signed it, Clarence Cagle, Tom Carnegie, Peter DiPaolo, Spider Webb, Jimmy Daywalt, Pat O'Connor, who was an unbelievably popular driver who was killed in the 58 500. His widow has signed it. Alice Hanks's wife, or Sam Hanks's wife, Alice Hanks, signed it. So I've got all these neat autographs in there, and I don't want to sell it, but I got to. It's what I do. And I show it to people, but then I don't really want to sell it.
So give us, don't tease me here. How much is a book like that worth?
I got $1,500 on it. The check I got $8.99. Now I had a.
Did you do $8.99 because I told you that retail so that people think it's only $800?
Right. Yeah. I'm using the Pat Sullivan deal.
Not to divert you too much, but when we used to sell things for $9.99 and you'd always get a penny back after you get. They're getting rid of the penny, Dave.
I know they are. Oh,
so you might as well go to $10.
Might as well. Yeah. Then I had a Captain Eddie Rickenbacker signature. Now, Captain Eddie Rickenbacker bought the track from the 4 original founders in 1922, held on to it through World War II, sold it to Tony Holman in November of 45. The first American flying ace. This guy was an amazing figure. I sold his signature. I got it, and I sold it. Wilbur Shaw, who is an amazing figure in the history of the Speedway. The last Indiana-born winner, he won in 37, 39, and 40. Should have won in 41, but the last Indiana-born driver, he was the president of the Speedway until he died in an airplane crash. I had one of his autographs. I sold that, and it was hard. It's hard to sell some of that stuff.
Well, you know what, Dave? I tell you what, and we got a break here, but I can, if you get me the things, I'll do some more of the Eddie Rickenbacker signatures.
Will you do those for
yeah.
me?
I can restock you.
He's left-handed.
I'm really good.
Rickenbacker was left-handed.
Oh,
Pat's
sure.
left-handed. He can pull this off.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Some of the stuff I'm selling, you can't get back. You can't get another one of them. Like I got a picture of the Unser brother, Bobby and Al Unser, that are signed by both of them. They're standing in the pits talking in their driver uniforms. I'm never going to get another one of those. They're both gone. You can't replace this stuff.
Again, Dave.
Just
Really?
Pat cannot relate a single.
When people die and they have
Bit of empathy.
they have that hearse that goes by and takes the body to the.
Right.
Yeah. There's not a trailer hitch on there, Dave,
there isn't.
and you
That's
can't
true.
take that stuff to the funeral.
True.
Listen,
That's true.
with a little bit of AI, not only can we get their signature, we'll have them sing a song.
We'll have them walk in the store, shake their hand.
Right.
Cam Rickenbacker.
Can AJ sing?
Give him 10 years. Give him 10 years.
239-9393. We want to come back. We got a couple calls to take. We're coming right back. Remember, Remembering Rita, which is a fundraiser for the Alzheimer's Association. We are here at 71st and Keystone, and it gets underway at
10
o'clock. I wonder what time lunch opens. Probably 11, I would
say so.
Yep, and the band starts playing at 11, but you can probably get a beer anytime. Coming right back, 93 WIBC.
Never want. She's the kind I'd like to flaunt and take to dinner. But she always knows her place. She's got style, she's got grace. She's a winner. She's a lady. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. Talking about that little lady. And the lady is mine. But she's never in the way. Always something nice to say. What a blessing. I could leave her on her own, knowing she's okay alone and there's no messing. She's a lady.
Well, it's the Home and Garden Show, 71st and Keystone. 10 o'clock is the big time slot. It's a barbecue, and we're going to call it Remembering Rita. It's a chance to certainly help the Alzheimer's Association for an event called The Longest Day. And, Pat, your family has stepped up for this for I don't know how many years.
Well,
but it's like racing. Second place is just first loser.
We're thinking was 2012 was the first one. My mom died in 2011. We probably did not have this event during COVID.
Yeah, we did. I bet we did.
No, I don't think so. I think the first event that we had was Evening in the Garden,
Yes.
a little later on.
Correct.
So
We just had the sale. I think you guys still did the online donations.
is that what it was?
Probably.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Yeah.
Which you can do today if you can't make it out. Just check
That's
out our
right.
Facebook page,
So
Home and
the-
Garden Indiana.
So the competition throughout the city is pretty bad. We've got the pickleballers and the surgeons and the legal crew down in Greenwood. We've got the bridge ladies up in Castleton area. And then we got the Sullivan family, and they are the most competitive ladies. All your sisters, they're blood and guts for this.
Well, my sister Mary is a huge pickleballer. She's probably
donating to theirs.
Probably donating to the other cause.
You told me she wasn't any good at it. She just was practicing.
Don't ever say that. She's like the most competitive. I
Did
mean,
you hear
trust
that
me.
scream?
She would race you picking up trash or doing dishes. All right.
So anyway, come on out. The food is free, but we would love a donation. Did I say that right?
I don't think so. I don't think without a donation you're getting anything to eat.
All right, you got to get past Mary, and she's
right.
got her pickleball
Isn't that right?
paddle out.
$20 a person or $50 for a family.
There you go.
I thought it was 25.
We can raise it to 25.
This whole thing's in fluid motion. Nothing's
It
written
is.
down.
All right. Jeff joins us on the program. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, good morning. First and foremost,
Regular Jeff.
Thanks for everything you do for your mother, Rita, man. It's kind of personal to me, so I just appreciate everything you do for the cause.
Well, thank you.
And-
Everyone, a lot of families have been touched, unfortunately, by Alzheimer's.
They
and
have the story.
dementia. Yep.
Yeah, we have to do something. Mine was dementia with my grandmother, so and I lost my mom in 2007, so I'm feeling it. I miss her every day. So, and if Wilson's still there, tell him I got two autographs from Hammer and Nigel. I got up for sale for $1.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. I I'd go a buck and a half on those. Yeah, I know the market. A buck and a half is what you'll get.
I saw Tony Katz just walked in, so we're going to try to get some Tony Katz autographs too. I'm sure Dave could probably turn those for a buck or two.
Yeah.
I met Tony, and he was very nice, very polite to my daughter and I when I met him at your Egg Fest. Tony was a good guy, man. I listened to him the first day.
It's really until you get to know him. Yeah. He makes a great first impression,
but he's got great hair.
He does. He looks good. Does he drop some pounds? I just saw him walk by.
No.
Yeah, it's looking good.
I'm going to one-up you on that. Pat, let me one-up you on that. I did a tour, and I'm up here now pouring a sidewalk back, finish it, and I'm 3 blocks from Kendall's Drive Street. And believe me, I'm staying away from that.
Hey, have you washed out the truck yet?
The truck is cool.
I mean, it would be a good place to clean out they could wash out the concrete on his driveway.
Yeah, it's just a small section. We're hand doing it. You know me.
Okay.
So my question was, look, the wife, we got rid of all our moles, but the neighbor has one. So here we go with the mole thing again. You know, I've listened for years, and I just can't get off the moles.
Right.
Now we got tracks in our garden. Is it okay to use the Tomcat in the garden? My wife says no. I don't know. Let me know.
No,
So then the answer would be no, you cannot use it in the garden if your wife says no.
That's right.
Now, is it okay to use in the garden? Yes, it is. It's fine to use in the garden. But if your wife says no, then no.
Not worth it.
No. So
I got you, man.
So in that case, we would recommend juicy fruit gum.
No.
Well, no.
Juicy fruit.
I already know.
No.
Now wait a minute. There's some truth to this.
You put the juicy fruit gum down there, and you have to pre-chew it.
Okay.
So and then they're gonna
They don't
choke
know how
on
to
it.
unwrap it.
No, they don't know
can't
how to
unwrap it with
process it
those-
in their lower GI.
How about the other one we always liked was a plug of tobacco.
Oh yeah,
Put the tobacco down there.
Man tobacco.
Yep.
Tobacco.
And then when they come up to spit,
Got him.
right over the head.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
you
7-iron
guys
works
are
real
bad
well, but then you got to go pick up the body.
Yeah, we used to be able to use a rubber mallet, but now we're too old to bend over. So there you go.
Jeff, thanks for calling, buddy.
See you.
Allison, did you notice it's like watching Pat and Denny's like the Rockettes, man. They're in sync.
They literally were in sync.
Well,
like
I'm
Rockettes.
playing the part of Dick Crum. You know, Crummy taught me this.
Grum and I had those all down.
Yeah.
Yep.
You used to do that at all the flower and patio shows.
Oh, yeah.
They'd be up on stage, and Dick would go off wandering up, but he'd come back in time to do the routine.
Yeah, Dick Crum is like I remember when I was the first show I did out there with him, where we were doing shows 3 times a day, and he would never. The thing about Crum, he never ends a show.
Right.
One show just runs into the next one.
But he is a legend. I mean, he got more attention than Elvis.
I would
God.
like I remember one time he goes, "Hey, let's go over and get some food." So we walk 10 feet. Someone stops him.
That's like it is with Terry.
Yeah. So
Terry Stacey.
After that, it's just like you're on your own, pal.
Yeah.
Because he can't make it. He couldn't make it 10 foot without
At least
somebody.
he didn't say, "Let's go to the bathroom." You know,
Yeah.
you'd be in trouble.
There you go. You open today, Dave?
Yes, we open at 11 o'clock. You're here there tonight till 6.
Okay.
11 to 6.
Now, I did want to talk to you about, and I got to get out there. And I apologize, but I really,
You got it going on.
My fuel thing on my truck came up, said you only have 50 miles left. So for me, that's about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I just don't really go anywhere. From here to home is only half mile.
Right.
So, but my brother-in-law, Paul, was in.
Right.
And he was concerned because he knows how I am about retail space.
Right.
So he's a little concerned about the size of your desk. So I might have to take a look at that. How big is that?
The counter?
Yeah.
Well, we had to make the counter what it is because of the physical. There's support beams.
You cut those out, Dave. You cut those out.
We're in the first floor of an apartment complex.
You know what?
Four levels of apartments above us.
You know what? It'll hold.
It'll hold.
They always overbuild those things.
They over-exaggerate the importance.
Anytime that
Beams are just
a
a
beam
suggestion.
has been in my way of a gondola run, a shelf run, let's cut them out.
Cut them out?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you come in and scope it out and tell me what you think?
Okay. I'm going to give you for your desk area, the counter, I guess, I'd probably give you about 3 foot by 3 foot.
Well, I wish I could make that happen, believe me.
All right. I got to get over there.
Yeah. All right.
Well, good deal. All right, we got to break. Oh, look at the time.
Yep.
We're coming right back with more 93 WIBC.
There's a freeway running through the yard, and I'm a bad boy, 'cause I don't even miss her. I'm a bad boy for breaking her.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back. Pat Sullivan along with Denny Smith, Terry Stacy. Hi, Terry. Terry just arrived. We forgot to mention that Terry was doing a very important interview with Rory McIlroy.
No.
Wow, that's cool.
But
Was that not who it was?
yeah.
One of the top
You'll hear
golfers
that.
in
You'll
the
hear
world.
that tomorrow on the first day from 11 to 1 with Terry Stacy.
Yep.
She's really good at this.
He won the Masters.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's from Northern Ireland, from Belfast area. So, I swing by his place when I was at the Titanic Museum.
Right.
Remember, Dave Wilson joins us as well.
Right.
Dave used to always say, what'd you say? Oh, you had a bit about the deck chair.
Oh, that I had lost 30 pounds, but when you're as big as I am, that's like throwing a deck chair off the Titanic.
Right. So we get to the Titanic Museum in Belfast, and in a glass case, there is
It's
a
a deck
chair.
Right.
So I sent Dave a picture.
Wow.
It's like, Dave, I found the deck chair.
Yeah. They're copying my joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, so we're at Sullivan Hardware, 71st and Keystone, for our Remembering Rita event that gets underway here at 10 o'clock. I think the food is probably out at 11. The band starts at 11. But Mike Petrie from Merchants Bank just dropped a big old check on us.
God bless him.
That's cool.
Really nice.
Every family is touched, and I would bet there are more than one person there at Merchants that has been touched by Alzheimer's. It's a very common thing for many families, Pat.
And this is from his foundation.
That's very
From the foundation. And it's like he has, because he's our banker, so
he said he was doing
here
a
to check-
collateral check.
Yeah, he's here to check the collateral.
Right.
But on downtown North Pole, Dave, you might notice
Exactly.
that one of the shops is Merchants
Bank.
Bank.
And he's got a little ATM in there, so he doesn't miss it. He does not miss
That's right.
a
He does not miss it. It kind of backs up the train a little bit when people need cash. But I mentioned, I called his my banker and said, hey, Lisa, is there any way that you could, see if Mike wanted to donate to our cause
Sure.
here? I said, I would hate to see anything happen to the merchant sign on downtown
That's
North
right.
Pole.
Oh, that's hardball with the banker?
Yeah,
I
and
hate to see
it seemed to have worked.
Boom.
Yeah.
Well, obviously we've talked about it, how Alzheimer's has touched so many people. A lot of people don't remember Dan Weldon's mother succumbed to that too. And I remember he was always really adamant about trying to raise money and to help folks in that regard. So just thinking of Dan and his mom and the other folks.
Yep, and it's I know they're making great progress, but it's still, man, there's so many, when we get done with this, we're going to raise a bunch of money, and then there's still people caring for that Alzheimer's patient
God bless
every day.
Every day.
Every
all
day.
day.
Sometimes no relief, and the Alzheimer's Association does give them some relief, so that's good. Working for a cure, working to get to stop having to do this fundraiser.
That'd be nice. We could find some other thing we need to help. Like, what about the Santa's Pit Stop Christmas Shopping Gifts Fund?
We got about 20 seconds here,
Yeah, we
Dave.
could-
No. I'm sorry. We got a minute. Go
A
ahead.
whole minute?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, come on out. We're going to have a Christmas in July. Big deal coming up here. But lots of fun things to come by and see and do. Christmas all year long. We got some new Mackenzie Childs ornaments in. If you're familiar with Mackenzie Childs.
Did you not hop on the Pacer bandwagon?
No.
Really? Just start printing all this stuff. It's illegal as hell, I'm sure.
Oh, sure it is. Yeah. I mean, I'm happy for him. I'm glad, but that's not,
See how Denny just had to take that check?
Yeah,
over
he
there?
did.
Isn't that
He was
weird?
gnawing at the bit.
Isn't that
Yeah.
weird?
Yeah.
He's a weird
Did he just
cat.
grab the check out of Pat's hand and handed it over to the ladies?
It's like he left the broadcast to go turn in Mike Petrie's check. Does he think Petrie's check is going to bounce or something?
Yeah.
It's Mike Petrie.
Yeah.
He started Merchants Bank. It's like it's fine, Dan.
He wrote on there from Denny Smith on the envelope, too.
Yeah.
I work out with Petrie, and he cheats on the weights.
Okay, that's another weird comment. But
Whenever I follow him, I have to add almost 30 or 40 pounds.
Did
to
you
almost every
change the
exercise.
check amount or something?
No, I gave it to your sister. She's on top of it.
That was very weird, Dan.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, Dave, more about you
Yeah.
in Santa's Pit Shop. Now you have 8 seconds.
All right, well, come on by and see us here on Main Street. We got a lot of racing stuff, a lot of new Christmas stuff.
Hour number 2 is coming up, 93 WIBC.
Well, some folks say that grown-up men are still just little boys. That really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools. Power tools. Power tools. Yeah, you just plug them in the wall and think of all you can do. You can plant a garden, fix a
93
car.
WIBC. It's the Home and Garden Show. Pat has got to deal with his bankers, something about delinquencies or misstated capital collateral. I'm not sure what the whole is. You have rehypothecated your inventory, and the banker is here to figure out how you did it.
Just because you have to start the show does not mean you have to sit in my chair.
Okay.
You can start the show from your chair.
Well, listen.
He got very excited.
We've got George Faber on the line.
Once again.
And George has got something special for you, and he's... maybe we can have Ethan bring him up. You can't even see that well.
You know what? You know what George always says about you, Den?
He says, best client he ever had.
No, he says you're special. George Faber from Faber B Window joins us on the program. George, you're on with Tony Katz. You got Denny Smith. Allison is here.
And Pat's about to lose the store to the bank.
Yeah, and the banker is watching me. What's up, George?
Well, you got the A team. The A team's there for the Alzheimer's Association, and as you know, we try to support every year with B Window. And I thought we'd try to help kick off this radio event that you got where people are going to donate. And the 100 employees of B Window would like to donate $1,000 to be able to kick this off.
Hey, look at that.
There you go.
Wow.
Thank you, George. That is
always
awesome.
great
So
when
generous.
It's always great when small businesses like Dave has and you have, it's supporting local causes, and like the Alzheimer's Association and your mom is really something you should be proud of, Pat.
Well, thank you very much, George. I appreciate it. I talked to Patrick yesterday or the day before, and he said that we want to continue to support the event, so that was great. Patrick is the president, correct?
That is correct. Yeah, we did an ESOP, and employees now own the company, and Pam and I are still involved, but they wanted to make sure that we helped in this tremendous cause with the Alzheimer's Association and Rita.
They have learned very, very well from you two. Your hearts have always opened up to the community, and don't think that your employees, who are now your bosses or your fellow owners, they learned from you. And thanks for sharing that story.
No problem. Good luck with the event today.
All right, George, have a great day. Thank you very much for being supportive of our little cause, as you are for so many. And, of course, the Salvation Army Radiothon. B Window is generally involved in that as well. Joining us here at Sullivan Hardware and Garden is a name you may know.
Rather impatiently, I might say.
Well, he should be. He's important. Tony Katz.
I'm sitting right here.
I know you're sitting right there. I'm not going to do behind your back.
Offered me a drink. No, there's no beverages. There's a whole frozen drink machine.
I know. There's
inside.
two options.
And you know that's not virgin. That stuff is,
They want you to buy stuff.
That's right.
That's called Patty's Go Juice.
Patty's Go Juice.
And no one's offered me a drink or anything.
Sorry.
You know, the secret here is when things are a little slow or we're behind a little bit,
right?
We just up the tequila.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's all it takes.
Yeah. Just a little, not much. Not much. But
you and the cartels, they just up the tequila.
That's right.
A little bit.
That's right. About every. No, I don't give you the secret. It's about 1% per unit.
Right.
Increased sales.
That's math. That's why he's losing it to the bank. That's why the bank's here, according to Denny.
I always describe this squaring off like two banty roosters.
There's no squaring off. We're just enjoying frozen drinks.
I know.
If there's any squaring off, it's going to be both of us beating you up.
Speaking of, what is Denny Smith wearing?
You know, I have stopped looking long ago. But
life is too short for khakis and blue shirts. I wore a white shirt.
He read that on a fortune cookie, and
I didn't read.
Tony, do you see what I'm wearing? I'm wearing khaki and a blue shirt. I'm having a.
That's what you're wearing.
I'm having a good time.
Right.
I'm having a good time.
Denny Smith came dressed as Hunter S. Thompson. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
By the way, that's Hunter S. Thompson. You might want to go to Ask Jeeves and look that up for yourself.
Yeah.
Hey,
Ask Jeeves.
I want to compliment you.
Fingers Malloy line. I stole it.
I want to compliment you on your sportscasting. You have gotten this sports stuff down. I mean, for a political guy, pundit, you've got sports down, and you're doing a good job.
So
I would prefer thought leader to pundit, but I know those are big words that frighten you. But I appreciate it.
Do you want
very
to explain? I don't know anything about your sportscasting.
This happened a couple of years ago. First of all, mazel tov to the both of you. Love this event. Love what you're doing. Made our donation.
Thank you.
By the way,
much.
when you make a donation, you get things. There's flowers. You can win a Traeger or a green egg.
Yep.
You can win foot rubs from Allison. There's a whole bunch of things.
That one's expensive.
There's, turns out phones are ringing. People are willing to donate.
Yeah.
And if they can just get a picture of your feet, they'll still donate.
For the cause.
And that's why Terry is not here right now. She's giving a massage.
Right. Terry does that on the side, though. What was I saying?
We were talking about your sportscasting.
So a couple years ago, I became exhausted by the sports guys who thought they could talk politics. And they don't actually talk it. They scream about it from one note, from one political side, I would assume a way that they think it gets them interviews or love from certain types of people.
God, I'm getting pushed by the elephant in the room.
I made it a mission to try and learn how this is supposed to be done so I can engage better. I'm never going to be one of those guys, right? That is a unique skill set. What JMV can do, what Query can do, what Bowen can do, that is not what I do. But I've been practicing it. I've been trying to get good at it, and I'm fair. I am better at the sports than I think the vast amount of those sports guys are at the politics. They're just miserable, terrible, awful.
So this is not play-by-play. This is more
just
sports commentary.
Yeah.
Right. And I would never, ever do the play-by-play. That's a skill set.
That's a real
color
skill.
commentary.
No, you couldn't do
I
color.
enjoy.
You couldn't. I don't think you could do it.
Just black and white?
I think you would talk too much.
Right? Oh, is that what you think?
Yeah.
Man hangs out with Denny Smith. He thinks I talk too much.
I told the listeners
I don't think you could hold back. I don't think you could hold back.
Oh, I would never hold back.
Oh, no.
Who wants to hold him back?
Ready, fire, aim is Pat's middle initial.
I am the Charles Barkley of Indiana sports and possibly a better golf swing.
Better golf swing? You're a golfer?
No, I've played twice in my life.
That's a point.
Twice in my life.
Yeah. Wow. Lord. Yeah, Charles Barkley and you do have a lot in common.
Right.
You're both over 6
cigars,
foot.
Right? Both have the same view of the women of San Antonio.
Both don't give a damn about what people think about what you say.
Good Lord. God, no.
How's everything in Carmel?
Honestly, it could all be better, and they know it. But they pretend it's all perfect.
It's great.
Right?
We were up there. We spent. We went up for Jenny, my daughter's birthday. She turned 40.
Oh, look at that.
And had a grand time. I mean, and actually it was actually raining here in Marion County, and they had the roof closed and everything, so it was nice.
Yeah, I know. Oh, Carmel does a very good job of keeping the weather at a constant 73.2 degrees.
It was very nice.
And you'll know that Pat Sullivan loves Carmel so much that he has got locations in Indianapolis and then Cicero. He jumped as far as he could to go north to get away.
Now, what do you call this?
From Carmel. There's no Carmel location for Sullivan.
There is.
This is South
This
Carmel.
one right here, this is SoCar.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, SoCar, South Carmel. I mean, it's, for God's sakes, we're at 71st Street. Carmel starts at 96. We're right there.
They're not going to cross.
It's just the same.
It's the same.
Right.
Look what they did at Broad Ripple. There's Sobro. That's not Sobro, South Broad Ripple? Then we can be SoCar.
How's that catching on?
He's been trying for years.
He's trying to make fetch happen.
He's trying
what he's doing.
You know, at this store, I think about 25% of our customers come from Carmel.
Yeah. Imagine how many.
SoCar.
Imagine if you just had a little satellite location, a little something. But
Look what we're doing. We can't do little here, pal.
No, you could do it. You could in Carmel. No, what you're doing here is amazing.
This is
the Grill Palace.
The Grill
right?
Palace.
You're
Yeah.
sitting in the Grill Palace.
Yeah.
So when does this officially open?
Well, we're hoping right at the end of July is what we're hoping for. Now, I took down the city violations.
Good for you.
Because we're having a big event.
Those are called red tags.
Yeah.
He didn't think it went
No,
with
we
the
didn't.
flowers.
We actually have
Schlegels.
not gotten a stop work order yet, but I'm expecting that.
The stop work
these were
orders
just
are
violations.
fluorescent orange now. I mean, it was always red tag. Now
Yeah.
they got to change colors on us.
We can't do
Like
that.
your shirt.
Yeah.
What, are you jealous of this shirt?
No one is jealous of
It
that
would
shirt.
fit. It would fit you. Do you want it?
Stevie Wonder said, "What are you wearing?" That's
Here we go. All right. Let me just bend over here and let's get this over.
All right. What are you doing this summer? Going home? Going back to going back to see the fam in New York or anything?
the family's long gone.
Oh, they are?
Dead or in jail. I mean, that's just the way it is. No, my mother now lives in the Villages, and
I did not know that.
And not a single STD yet. We're all very proud of her.
I bet you are.
Down there, she is fully aware.
This is your mama.
She got a golf.
What's the matter with you?
Diane's perfect.
She have the golf cart and the whole bit?
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. She does not. But,
There's neighborhoods in the Villages too. I mean, it's a
it's
big.
kind of amazing.
I hear that's a really fun place for.
Oh, for certain people, sure.
Yeah.
Is she into pickleball?
No.
She doesn't do the
No,
pickleball.
pickles. No. She doesn't need the ball. She's like, what is this? Somebody take this.
I mean,
give it to your kids.
She hasn't thrown. She hasn't put the pineapple outside the.
Well, that I can't guarantee. I don't live down there with her, but.
Pat, it's
but
his
very
mama.
possible. What?
Swinger.
What? You could take the girl out of Brooklyn. You can't take the Brooklyn out of the girl. God bless her. God bless her. But no, I am going to see her. I don't really have any travel planned. I think this is a summer of staycation. I think this is a summer of what kind of home improvements could happen, and that's why I go to Ace Hardware.
Good for you.
Every time. That's a joke I do every time.
That was funny. That was dirty pool.
That's
No,
right.
no. I mean, for gosh sakes, someone's got to help those people.
Yeah. Someone needs to buy the Webbers.
Yeah, that's right.
What? Are they
Great.
giving
Bring
us-
that up again. Thanks, Allison.
Are you having a problem with the Webbers?
Well, Weber and Ace got in bed together, and it's kind of a long story. We got dumped.
You can buy Weber, but you have to buy it through an Ace Hardware.
Whoa.
There goes Mike Petrie.
You got
Merchant
dumped?
Bank. Yeah.
Yeah. All
Check
the
his
small
pockets.
stores.
That's a banker.
Tony, let me tell you, because you can carry this torch. So
I'll handle this. If I have to take care of the Weber people, I will.
So they made a special deal with Weber. Ace did, and so they dumped. We buy from Do It Best, which happens to be the state's largest privately held company.
That it is.
So Weber
Based
really
in
went
Fort
after
Wayne.
the state of Indiana, and then they also dumped every other distributor that.
All the independents.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the not Cruzy. Doesn't matter. But anyway, so they dumped us, and so if we want to sell Weber, we have to buy it through an Ace distributor. So that, you don't really want to buy stuff from your competitor.
Right.
But here's the big thing. We'll be fine because we're big enough that,
Right.
Weber,
Pat Sullivan.
Weber needs us.
Weber, more like Web-der, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But here's what they've done.
That was
So
good.
in small towns across this country,
Like Carmel.
Right. More than likely in these little bitty towns, you're going to have a Do It Best store or a True Value store.
That's what you're going to have.
Because-
those are your options.
Yeah. So they're the ones getting screwed because now they cannot.
Can you say that on Saturday morning
Sure.
radio?
Yeah. when it
They're
comes
the
to
ones
grills.
that have gotten screwed by this deal because they're not going to be able to buy from the Ace distributor because they need to be able to put it on the lifeline of a small hardware store is their distributor, that truck that shows up every week at the same time. And then at Do It Best or whoever, True Value, they throw that Weber grill on there. It gets delivered on Tuesday morning. Well, those small hardware stores won't get that. So really, that's what bothers me the most. I'm fine.
So are you now going to stop carrying Weber and move into
We are
something
going to.
else?
Yeah, we will stop.
Okay. Well, who do we know who we're going to take?
Napoleon.
We're going full
American
Napoleon.
made.
Let me tell you about Napoleon and why I love Napoleon so much.
Yeah.
Right?
Why is
I
that?
once thought about getting a Weber, and then I said, Tony, are you here to support the communists? No, you're not, Tony.
Wow.
No, you are not. What would your father, rest his soul, say if you were supporting the communists? You know what he would say? Puh-puh. And I wasn't going to have that on my conscience.
That's
and
right.
That's why right now, when I get home, my Weber grill, I'm just letting everybody right now, throwing it right out.
Yep.
Throw it in the pond. Throw it in the pond.
And first of all, it is a spring-fed lake. Could you please?
Let it sleep with the fishes.
Pond. Right? Maybe Nigel lives on a pond. No. Zionsville.
They don't say a retention pond in Carmel. Those are all spring-fed.
Right.
Spring-fed lake.
So anyway, yeah.
But Napoleon is all American?
Well, Canada, same thing, right?
It's not.
Isn't that deal done?
Oh gosh, that deal is not.
I thought that deal was done.
Turns out the Canadians are not very much interested. It would be like, hey, Indiana, would you like to be part of Illinois? That's how they feel about it.
Well,
the answer
what?
is, oh gosh, no.
Trust me, they're going to come around.
Not really.
They're going to come around.
Not really.
So, anyways,
they still think syrup is a food group. They're not coming around.
I'm telling you, but it's a funny joke, right?
Don't even get started.
I always say Napoleon grills are American made in Canada. Is that deal done?
Yeah.
I like that. But they do have a facility where they make some stuff in Kentucky. Now that's America, right?
Do they make the poutine? Because you mentioned it. Poutine's fantastic. Do you sell poutine here at Sully's Grill?
I'm not sure what that is.
That's okay.
Is that gravy and fries? Is that what that is?
It's more than
curds.
gravy and fries, but it's basic concept. It's the loaded French fry.
We got a break, boys.
Why?
Cause
who's listening?
You know what?
It's the people who are paying for the show.
No, they don't care. And Ethan needs to, kind of.
Ethan came in here. He was normal.
Like,
now he stutters.
Ethan who?
Dude,
Ethan Patterson.
On the board. Ethan's our great guy, but it's like we're 6 minutes over. It's not a big deal.
We're trying to hide him from you because you steal all the good ones.
So Tony, it's just great to see you. I actually have been on a couple long trips. I don't go anywhere.
Right.
So I've got to listen to you a little bit, and I thought, wow, this guy has something. This guy has something.
He can really make something of himself.
Because I thought,
just apply myself, Allison.
Because you know what? Here's the deal. I hired you, and then I kind of threw you out there, and I really haven't checked on you.
Hold on. I just want to be clear. You hired me.
I control everything.
Is that right?
At IBC. Yeah.
Is that right?
Don't think that paycheck signature has anything to do with Radio 1. It's Sullivan.
No, someone I brought that. Someone one time sent me an email, and they said, Sullivan, we know you're the one controlling WIBC. It's like,
that's a true story.
And so I kind of ran with it.
We're here for Remembering Rita. We hope you can come by. It is opened up at 10 o'clock. It's going to go all the way to 2. The band starts at 11.
11 o'clock, and Tony will be
singing,
or you're doing something. You have something special planned.
I will be leaving.
Well, I thought we were going to do the Fiddler on the Roof thing together.
I'm trying to bring your fans in here. I'm trying to get your fans in here to meet you.
Bum Monday through Friday. Saturdays is a day of rest.
Hey, Tony's having a little meet and greet. Right down there on the other side there by the bar.
Well, we can do that in July. If you want to do a meet and greet, we can do a whole thing here.
Oh,
you want to do a thing? We can do a thing.
Right. You know what? Well, why don't we make it one of the events at the Grill Palace?
Right. Just pay the
kind of the opening couple weeks where we.
Invoice done. We'll do a thing.
Okay, great.
I'll bring the people. You try and bring a bit of humility.
Other way around. Wow. That was.
You look. Does it seem like you're looking in a mirror?
No. That would be great.
Ethan is stuttering. Okay, help the boy.
So, anyways, Tony, great seeing you. We got to come. We got to get out of here. We're coming right back. 93 WIBC.
When we were together, like when you said you felt so happy you could die. I told myself that you were right for me, but felt so lonely in your company.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back. Pat Sullivan, along with Denny Smith, Terry Stacy, who is wandering around our 71st and Keystone store. Have not seen her. I didn't even look back behind me. Oh, it's Cam. Cam is our field engineer. I literally had not looked back to see who was here.
Allison Lemons
he's
is
upset
also here with us.
He's been here this whole time.
Yeah. Have you been sitting here the whole time, Cam?
Yeah.
He has. I'll be darned.
He's been.
How you doing? And I forgot about our YouTube people. Hi, everyone. I forgot to speak to him. But anyways, a lot going on. Remembering Rita, which is part of the longest day for the Alzheimer's Association. And our event is going on right now, goes till 2 o'clock. We're trying to raise $1 bazillion. and we haven't even talked about all our sponsors, which we need to get to.
Yep, we got a
because
list.
we've been kind of busy with some people, but we have our list of our sponsors. But it's your chance to get here, and literally coming to this fundraiser, you're going to walk away possibly with more than what you give.
Just had a fella stop by and said, I can't appreciate the Alzheimer's Association enough. He says, I lost my wife to this several years ago. So every family's got it. And joining us right now, the executive director, president, I don't know what we even call you, Anne Murray.
Is Anne Murray, and she's going to sing one of her greatest hits.
You will pay me not to sing my greatest hits.
Hold on.
Okay,
Is that the key you wanted it in?
That is, but I'm going to let the ukuleles really knock everyone's socks off here.
Are they here tonight?
I think
They are?
coming. I think the
Oh,
Did not
ukuleles
know
are
that.
coming.
Hi, Ann.
Hi, Pat. Hi, Denny. Hi, everybody.
I'm just so surprised to see you here.
I know. What? Yeah, I know. Well,
Yeah, Pat started a nasty rumor about Anne.
I know.
He told everyone this morning she's gone. They canned her.
He didn't say
And I
whether
was
he's
like,
been
who's gonna
kidnapped
be
by
in
the
charge?
Saudis or who?
How do you know my sister Katie? Just from this event?
No, our kids were at the Orchard School together.
Okay.
So known Katie a long time, and we had a conversation when we were both working concessions, and I was telling her about this job that I do still have. I'm still the vice president of development.
So you
Still here.
are
Okay.
telling
I said,
us.
I have this new thing, and she said, this is the first time I've been able to talk about my mother without crying. Did you know that she died of Alzheimer's disease? And I said, well, I think we should do something. And she said, I do too. And we're 10 years in. So congratulations.
Yeah, so this week anyways, that's sweet and everything. But this week I heard Katie's friend, she's not there anymore. She got canned. No, then she got canned, but she said she got a better offer from the some other
Mafia?
No, what did they say?
Well, you've got a mind like a steel trap.
But here you are, and we're
We're
so glad to have you here.
All right, so the competitions have begun. We got the pickleballers from Johnson County.
Yeah.
We got the bridge ladies from sort of northeast Indianapolis, Castleton area. And then we got the Sullivan team. Is it bitter competition?
Yes.
It is bitter competition. There's a Zionsville, Memories on Main, where the whole town of Zionsville turns purple on June 21st. They're gunning.
The whole town of Zionsville is against
Is this their
Sullivan?
first time?
No, they've done it for a couple years, but they've come on strong. So you have really, I would say, motivated a lot of people who care about this.
Well, that's good then.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
So our work here is done.
You have the ability to irritate a lot of people very quickly.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
whatever I can do for the cause.
Well, we appreciate that. And one of the things I just wanted to share, this is brand new because we've been having a version of this conversation for several years now. And I'm delighted to be back to continue the conversation. But I wanted to share with you for the first time, we just did a big study and we just released results the Alzheimer's Association did. Now that 4 out of 5 Americans want to know if they have Alzheimer's disease, even before they show symptoms.
Yeah.
79% are interested in early testing. And 92% would consider medication to slow progression, with 58% accepting significant risks.
How are we doing on the medication?
Absolutely.
On the pharmaceutical side?
Yes.
How's it going?
It is going so well. 2 years ago, no treatments.
Right.
Within the last 2 years, 2 FDA-approved treatments, donanemab and Kisunla, which is our hometown Lilly product. There are so many more in the pipeline that are in phase 3. So the flywheel is accelerating. And
That gives me goosebumps because it's been like miss,
Yep. Yep.
Something promising, then it misses,
And something, whether people have a personal interest or connection to the disease or not, if you are a Hoosier or a Hoosier at heart, be so proud, because the global leadership of our state and our city, the global solution to this disease has roots in Hoosier soil. It's
I just
incredible,
love that,
just
Annie.
because of the research, the life sciences industry, the diagnostics. So a lot of people don't realize the incredible good work that's been done here in our state for many years that's coming to fruition. So be proud and support, and we certainly are.
So the money that is given today, either whether it's Remembering Rita, the Bridge Ladies, the Pickleball, or Zionsville, where does that money go?
I love this question because I am so proud to share that 79% of every single dollar that we raise goes directly back into our mission, which is accelerating research, delivering care and support at no cost to people throughout the country, and advocating. We work in really closely with the State House. Actually, a team of us are on our way right now to to the Hill.
You're not heading there. You are here.
I am here, or am I here?
Well,
I think that's really how we began this conversation.
She doesn't know yet.
Am I a hologram?
No.
She might have gone to the other side, and we don't even know it.
You don't even know.
telling
I'm
you.
haunting you. It's terrible for all of you here.
She doesn't know. She works for Easter Seals now.
Yeah.
Nobody has told her.
Now, that's funny. You're getting to be as funny as Tony Katz.
Okay. Yeah. I had a question in there. Oh.
Yeah.
Just to check you out, because Denny and I, as business people,
Yep.
I said, you know what? I need to, I like Ann, even though she's no longer with the Alzheimer's Association, but it's like, you know what? We pour a lot of money into this thing. I want to make sure. So I went to Charity Navigator.
Yeah.
And they are 4 stars, 4-star A rating.
Yep.
How many stars can you get?
4.
I think 4 is the limit.
4 is all you get.
Something that people don't realize, which I love sharing this too, we were founded in 1980 by a businessman whose wife had the disease. And they would go to restaurants and she'd hold her menu upside down and he would just be with her in this world. And he, Jerry Stone, CEO of Stone Container, in 1980, as a love letter to her, he provided the funding to start the Alzheimer's Association.
I love this.
So
great.
Our roots are literally in executive volunteers who cared enough to invest their hard-earned treasure.
I drive by that facility on Zionsville Road, the LJ Stone Company, and I drive by it all the time. I had no idea that was the foundation.
So we've only been around for 45 years, and look at the progress that's been made.
That's
it's
pretty cool.
really awesome.
amazing.
So it's happening. I mean, it's happening, and Hoosiers have a huge role in it. So
All right, so
excited.
somebody's sitting at home right now, and they know that they've got an aunt, they've got a father, a mother, a sister, a brother. How do they get in touch with the Alzheimer's Association?
There are 3 ways that I would recommend. The first is my colleagues at our helpline. They're incredible. They'll talk to you about taking keys away from mom, or how do I'm worried, what do I do? That number is 800-272-3900.
Wait, what was that again?
1-800-272-3900. Completely free, privacy.
We call that the hotline.
That is our helpline. It is 24/7, 200 languages. It's an incredible resource.
200 languages?
Completely free. I mean,
oh my gosh.
It's unbelievable. alz.org, alz.org. It's a lot of information, so just, take your time with it. And we just released, maybe a couple of weeks ago, a new app that's completely free, and it's called My Alz Journey, My ALZ Journey.
Okay.
And I love it because you can sit there and in a few minutes plug in some variables and get the help you need in that moment for that particular
That's really cool.
thing. It's brand new, because here's the thing, because people are getting diagnosed earlier, they want to invest on the front end to really maximize that time that they have. So this is meeting the need. It's no longer sort of like, oh, go get your affairs in order. It's let's live a quality life.
And people are also living longer.
Yes.
And that's another, because, at a time when my mom had Alzheimer's, and I felt like, man, everyone seems like they're getting, my doctor goes, it's just that medicine's better. People are living longer. And so, more and more people are afflicted with
Except maybe Anne Murray. The ghost of Anne Murray is with us right now, but we have been told that she's not here anymore.
Well, and it's the early signs, stuff like that you get fired and then you go to the job not remembering that you got fired, and that's possibly what has happened to Anne Murray.
It's a complete mystery, but
I was told that you were no longer Anne.
So
well, anyway.
Either me or my ghost will be back.
Or should I worry about one of my sisters?
Yeah, actually, you know what? We're fixing to find out, aren't we?
Fixing to find
Do
out.
a head count over there.
Anne Murray from the Alzheimer's Association, thanks for all you do.
Oh,
thanks for
look
bringing
at
us
the time.
on.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
You've got to watch the clock, Denny. You are.
I turned the clock around so Allison could manage this, and she turned it back around.
You need to kind of zip it a little bit every once in a while. Ann, thank you very much. Congratulations on getting the job back. We're coming back with more. We're here at Sullivan Hardware and Garden. It is Remembering Rita, our fundraiser for the Alzheimer's Association. Coming right back, 93 WIBC.
I felt it, I tried to beat you, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks. Now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my best. This and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours.
This is, isn't this Jason Mraz?
It is.
Okay, so Fulton, who calls us all the time, who has some musical ability, and he came in second today in the Olympics down in Terre Haute.
Oh, the Special Olympics in Terre Haute. Okay.
Yep. So he won his heat and then came in second today. His last name is Mraz.
Oh, there you go. So you think there's a connection?
I think it's possible that Jason Mraz and that Fulton actually is his child.
Oh, I was thinking cousins, but let's just go there.
Go right there.
To be fair, Jason Mraz plays the ukulele as well. I think we're onto something.
Have you ever been to his concert?
Jason
haven't.
Mraz?
It's really a fun concert. Really fun.
I remember during the pandemic, he came out with that song about loving other people.
Yeah.
And so you wanted to play that on repeat. So
we did
during COVID, you would constantly play that song.
Yeah.
I think by the end of the year, the listeners.
I think I ruined the song.
Oh.
Terry Stacy is here. Maybe she'd grace us with her presence. But anyways, I wanted to mention some of our sponsors that are helping us raise money for the Alzheimer's Association. That would be B Window. Schlegel Greenhouses have provided these big fancy boy pots, and this is why I said you can practically make money going to this fundraiser. You donate $100 and you get one of these planters. It's a 15-inch planter. We should put that on our Facebook page.
They're beautiful.
So there's still some of those left. Quite a few, I would guess, because they did a ton of them for us. Hope Plumbing, Big Green Egg donated an egg. Berlin's Gardens donated some chairs for a giveaway. Stens Construction, they have donated a nice amount. Yeti provided some Yetis. Merchants Bank, Mike Petrie from his foundation, him and his wife, donated a big amount. So thank you very much to the Petries. Michaelis, very generous. Teely, Mosquito Shield.
Yeah, they're new.
Yeah, I think we're going to talk to them sometime during the show.
I think they're going to come up later.
And the O'Connors, my cousins, the O'Connors, we kind of have this thing, we go back and forth. So we donate a lot to Seeds of Hope. And then for the Alzheimer's, like, hey,
right
everybody.
It's us.
No, they were very, 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 very generous. So there you go. Terry Stacy joins us on the program.
Terry is texting right now.
I said Terry Stacy joins us on the program. Not yet. Is it something I said? You've been here
Terry.
for 2 hours and you have not spent any time.
Ethan, I haven't done anything. No. I know you've been busy, so I've just been staying out of the way.
She's been with the people.
Well,
so how was the interview with Rory McIlroy?
Good. Yeah.
And when is that
tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Does he have a heavy accent?
No, not really.
Not really.
Mm-mm.
Okay,
that's great.
Always good. Yeah, had the interview. Great interview. Glad to have it. Grateful for his time. He's on the road. It's not Rory McIlroy.
You know what?
He's a doctor.
Promote that show. He is a doctor.
I don't think
a
Rory
doctor
is.
of golf.
No.
Is he a proctologist?
No. This is a dentist.
Oh, the other end.
Oh,
okay. The other end.
He's a dentist.
Yeah.
And he's a golfer or something.
Dr. Vogt.
Dr.
is his name. And he is from McCordsville. Got a place there. And he made the cut into the U.S. Open. Or he made it into qualifying.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that amazing?
That's cool.
Cool.
Huh.
Great guy. Great dentist, I'm told.
Yeah, he obviously isn't spending much time at the office if he was able to. Not sure when a cavity filled there.
They're called divots, Pat.
Whatever.
They're called divots.
I like him.
Well, good. That's great.
Yeah.
So he's going to interview with him tomorrow.
Yeah.
On the first day.
Did it this morning. He's on his way.
Okay. How exciting was that Pacer game? We haven't even talked about that.
I know.
Did you watch the whole game, Terry Stacy? Did you?
We did. It's a great game.
Denny
what
didn't.
it's done for the city has been amazing.
I wasn't in bed.
They've got painted cows. There's, people are celebrating in their yards. There's signs. There's banners. There's flags everywhere.
Man, we've been cranking out the Yetis.
I saw them. Yes, sir, Eddies. Yes, sir.
Well, but we had the yellow one with Tyrese with the choke.
Yeah.
And so we put that on
Yeah,
Yetis.
you engraved them on some Yetis and you're
Yeah.
selling them here at the store.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for that.
I'm wondering about that because I'm seeing shirts and stuff popping up on the street corners.
I know.
And I don't know. That doesn't seem like that's allowed.
Well,
but they're $20.
That's what I don't. Yeah, I know that's not allowed. But we're a business. We're a little bit
As long as you
easier
don't take the logo, right?
Well, I don't know. And I even went to the Pacer website to try to find out what the licensed, and I couldn't quite find it out. And then I thought, well, they're public people. And then it's a caricature of what we did. Like we ran it through a program that takes the photo into a cartoon-like thing.
Yes, so it's not that.
But I did
picture.
wonder that, but it's hard to figure out.
I wonder if you'll be hearing from the agent here soon.
Well, I'll just give me your number.
Plagiarism,
give it to me.
Deceit for profit.
Yeah, and then like these we bought.
Show it to the camera.
We
so the
bought
camera
from
can see
a
it.
company. So right there, we bought those, and I assume that for what he charged, it seems like he has a license for it, but we don't really know. It's Reggie Miller throwing the choke sign, and on the other side, it's Tyrese. And we sold 39 of them yesterday. So.
Wow.
10 seconds. What are we going to do with that 10 seconds, Terry?
You're going to tell them that you can still have another hour.
Give me a poem. Give me a poem. Hour number 3 is coming up, 93 WIBC.
Well, some folks say that grown-up men are still just little boys. That really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools. Power tools. Power tools. Yeah, you just plug them in the wall and think of all.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back. Hour number 3 of Saturday's Home and Garden program, brought to you in part by the Michaelis Corporation. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Today, we're here at 71st and Keystone for Remembering Rita, my mother.
The place is busy, buddy. We got
people
coming
starting to roll in. We have I just went over and got the barbecue green beans, just those. But we have a full barbecue deal going. And that comes with the donation. Allison's going to tell you how much the donation. I think it's $25 a person.
$20 a person and $50 a family.
50 a family. And
or $100. And what else do you get with that?
$100. You get a 15-inch Fancy Boy from Schlegel Greenhouse. They're absolutely beautiful.
They are gorgeous.
I actually think they're the most beautiful that they've done.
Yeah,
and they're
really
always
do too.
beautiful. And also, speaking of, George Faber called us earlier. And now he probably wants to talk about windows or something. Hey, George.
Hey, Pat. It sounds like you got a great event going for your mom and the Alzheimer's Association. We kind of tried to help kick it off with a $1,000 donation at 10 o'clock from all the employees at B Window. We're going to add another $1,000 to that from from all the employees at B Window. And Pam and I personally are going to add another 1,000 to it from she and I, and appreciate
George,
all the things you do to support the Alzheimer's Association in honor of your mom.
Well, thank you, George. You guys are so.
You and Pam are the best. Thank
you really are, and I know you guys have your thing that you've been tied to the ovarian cancer because your wife is a survivor, and then for you to kind of help us out, it's awesome. It really is. We really appreciate it.
We're glad to do it. It's a great cause, and there's nothing like a child supporting her mother or father, and you should be proud of that, Pat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you very much, George, and we certainly appreciate everything that B Window does for us.
We're glad to do it.
All right, take care, man.
Thanks, George, and
thank
hey
you,
to Pam.
George. How great was that? B
Oh
Window.
my gosh.
I still
just dropping $1,000 for us. $3,000 total.
$3,000.
Oh, that's so nice.
I still say
it's so great. Everything to do with the Salvation Army too that they do for us. It's great.
Every family has been touched in one way or another. It's either a grandparent, it could be an aunt, an uncle, maybe it's a spouse, and it's funny to see how we all come together, realizing how important this is. And then when Anne Murray from the Alzheimer's Association tells us that Indianapolis is almost an epicenter of research and everything with Eli Lilly's new pharmaceuticals, the medicine company. Yeah, I think so. They're
very
doing
cool.
a good thing.
Hey, I also wanted to mention our coworker, Tom Barry, has retired.
He has.
After 20 years at WIBC. He's one of the sales execs. We actually go to church together.
He's a good Irishman for sure.
And he told me he was retiring, but Allison was concerned because the company puts out like this awful thing. Like it makes it sound like
he
you got
was fired.
It's just like Tom Barry. Does it say he's no longer here? What does it say, Terry? You don't want to say.
No. Anyway,
sorry, Allison doesn't want to say. I don't care what I say, but it's like it's an awful way
It was
to
just
tell
very short and
someone.
sweet.
It sounds
It was short, but not sweet.
Short and maybe rude. Because it's the same thing when somebody gets
short and to the point.
Yeah, because
We're
it's
just
always
used to
like
more people.
he's no longer here. We wish him the best.
Yeah.
And that's what they say when somebody gets canned.
Right.
Tom was retiring.
Right. After a long time in radio.
How about thanks, Tom, for 20 years?
Well, we
I
can
was like,
say,
he's been so good to this show as
Yeah,
well.
he really
Very,
has.
very good to the show.
so
And,
Tom, we can say thanks, and
Who's the big
go
dog,
well.
Dion?
Yeah. Pat.
Hey, we got to talk. We got to correct that. That's ridiculous.
No, Tom Barry, be well, my brother.
How about
You're a good one.
a couple cupcakes?
yeah,
Little cupcake.
we can all share.
Well, and I'm serious. Allison, Tom Barry is a friend of mine.
Yeah.
And I knew he was retiring, and Allison goes, "Did Tom get fired?"
Oh,
It's like, no, he retired. She goes, "Well, okay."
he was a very quiet. He's always been a quiet guy, but he did not want to
Tom Barry
publicize.
quiet.
Yes.
Get a couple beers in him.
No. Okay. Well, he did not want to make a big deal of this, and he just quietly
You're
left.
such a company guy.
No, I'm
You're
not.
like,
I'm
"Oh,
telling
the
you what Tom
company."
told me.
He just wanted to be quiet about it. We're talking about the company.
That's the
dumping
company.
on him.
I'm just telling you about Tom.
Oh,
okay.
whatever.
Hey, listen, I'm here for just a little bit longer because I need some help here. Is anybody going, or does anybody know anybody going to Oklahoma City for the game from right here in Indianapolis or Indiana?
I do not.
That we'd like to interview them.
I think JMV's going.
Is he going?
John, you going?
I am not. I'm going to the JMV Takeover tonight, doing a show at Tom's Watch Bar tomorrow, everybody. So I'll be right here.
Oh.
Cow.
Now, the Pacers
Thought for sure you were
organization
going.
took every one of their employees either one day or the other. That was really cool. So there's a lot of
They are
Indianapolis
taking-
people going.
They are taking a group too, Denny, to that point for tomorrow's game too as well. Jeremiah
That's exactly
Johnson
right.
is
But I
one
tell you
that
what,
is
John can
going.
tell
Terry,
you. So you
answer
want to
the
talk
question.
to Terry wants to
Here's what
talk
I'm
to
looking.
someone.
Yeah, this is like I'm using social media in this sort of way, actually out here on the airwaves. Is anybody know anybody, or is anybody going to Oklahoma City tomorrow for the game? We'd like to talk to them. Maybe they're going tonight and they'll be there tomorrow. We'd like to talk to them.
Well, John knows somebody, don't you, John?
Well, yeah. I mean, Hagen's there. Jeremiah Johnson's going. There are a lot of people I know down there.
You want a regular? You want a non-sports
Regular,
person,
right? Yeah, kind of just a fan.
Non-sports.
Looking for a fan.
Did you
That's
get a
what I'm
hold of
looking
Josh
for.
Chalfont of Yes Sirs, Terry?
We have not. But no, we didn't get a hold of him. We're still working on that. There's so many angles to. You're watching how the media is looking for every angle, right?
Right.
To cover the Pacers, and so yeah, we're looking at all angles. I'm hoping. John, I love that song. I love that song he wrote. Yes, sirs.
Yeah.
And it's really good. I've heard many songs that have been written, and have you heard it, guys?
No.
I haven't heard
Pacer song?
the whole
Yes,
thing.
Sirs?
Hey, Ethan, could you pull it up?
You should hear it. It's really good.
Is that another AI song? Or?
No, it's a
it's
real.
real.
It's a real
By a
guy
real
who.
person.
Josh Chalfont, and he's a buddy. Well, actually, JMV's the one that really put him in the spotlight, and now he's got interviews right and left and performances. And is he going to be with you, John, at the party tomorrow night? Watch party?
Yeah, I don't know about the party tomorrow night. I don't know about Tom's Watch Bar. I think he's going to join me, Terry, next week. I'm at the pub Wednesday and then pivot at the Hyatt House on Friday before games 3 and 4. I think he's going to join me, and hopefully I'm trying to get him a performance in the arena at some point, but I'm going to also hopefully get a performance with him live with me next week. So yeah.
That'd be cool. Then you'll hear it on the radio live. That'd be cool also. But I can't believe they don't bring him in there, the Pacers organization. I don't know who does that. Or doesn't one of the DJs?
Oh, hell,
the DJs
Eddie
over
White.
at Gaines-
We all know Eddie White. I'm sure Eddie White can hit that down.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Did we say this was Josh?
Josh Chalfont.
I did find the song, so whenever you guys need it.
Oh, well, let's just play a little bit of it, and then we'll talk to John. Here we are.
Okay.
Here we go.
You'll like it. I think you will.
Here it is.
Yep. It's coming.
Almost.
5,
Ladies
6.
and gentlemen.
Who's that?
Yes, sir.
Is this correct?
Yes, sir.
It doesn't sound like the right song.
I'm proud to represent a city where the passion meets the gritty and the blue collar flows to the streets. And this here is my anthem that'll make y'all start dancing. Let me talk about this bona fide team. We got Tyrese Halliburton, and you know that it's for certain he'll be dropping dimes and taking the lead. And Andrew Nembhard, yeah, he's always been hard. He'll cross you over, got that lockdown D. You know that Pascal Siakam really got this place rocking too smooth with the mid-range piece. And Miles Turner with the block party banging just like Lottie Dottie. He can even step back for 3. Aaron Neesmith, y'all don't want to mess with. He'll pick your pocket like what the hell he just did. And Benedict Mathurin, yo, it all matters when he's on the floor. Yeah, we're gonna win. Yes, sir, it's time.
Nice.
Isn't that good?
Really nice.
I mean, it's really good.
It goes on to probably, John, you've heard the whole song. Is Johnny Furphy in there?
Johnny Furphy is in there. Yeah, he made lyrics for everybody. Quentin Jackson's in there.
Oh, nice.
Rick Carlisle ends it. It's really, it's well written. I mean, it really is. And Josh is an artist, a musician out of Danville, Indiana.
Nice.
Well, the reason I asked if it was it because it just sounded so professionally done. I was expecting it to be an acoustic person singing. That's really good.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's hard to put together.
Talented. He's very talented.
No kidding.
Somebody had turned me on to it, guys, and then I started talking about it, and then he called in. But he's got a lot of interviews lined up, and I hope that somebody from the Pacers gets him in so he can perform that thing live inside the Fieldhouse next week. I think that'd be great.
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome.
So, John, what's the week been like, or this run been like for you? Because obviously you're working, and you're probably having to work even more because of the excitement around this thing. Are you able to enjoy it at all?
I am. It's funny because I had wanted them to run this whole thing back. Remember when they lost to the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals a year ago? And I wanted to see all these guys brought back because I watched and enjoyed their togetherness and their team effort and what they brought. And I thought that they had more within. And then the Pacers go out and do that. And it's almost like, I'm no decision maker at all, but it's almost like these are my decisions. If that makes any sense to you guys, it's like I'm emotionally, I think, as tied into this as sometimes it feels like maybe Kevin Pritchard and Chad Buchanan might be. So it's really cool to see good guys with a team concept that continues to evolve. And is just such an enjoyable brand of basketball. And by the way, too, a resiliency that we talk about all the time in terms of all facets of our life. Stay resilient, make sure you keep your head up, keep working, keep grinding. And their brand of basketball, I think, pretty much covers each base of those categories right there. And I think it's made the whole thing even extra special, especially after 25 years of not being in the NBA Finals.
Absolutely. John, you said last week before we got to the finals that, hey, if we win this thing and Oklahoma and Indiana get into this thing, it's going to change somewhat how teams are put together in the NBA.
Yeah, depth. And the other thing you hear all the time by coaches when they do these end-of-season reevaluations of their team, they're all saying we got to get into better shape. And I think both of these teams, Oklahoma City and the Pacers, they have a style of heavy pace up and down the floor, and they have a great deal of depth. So they come at you in waves. That's why you didn't see Oklahoma City really tire as much as you've seen the Knicks and the Cavaliers and the Bucks in previous series before. But it makes the matchup even more interesting. And, we go from these, we got to have these 3 elite level guys to win titles to now you're thinking, all right, can we have a group that gets along, goes really deep, plays a very valuable team concept-oriented brand of basketball that everybody can get on board with, especially with the state of Indiana. I mean, that's why we're born, to study and to be coached this brand of team basketball. And that's exactly what the Pacers do. In fact, guys, they do that more than you see a lot of colleges and high schools do it now. Colleges is mostly isolation ball anymore. Pacers, ball movement, team-oriented concept, and I think you're going to see, because of the influence of the Pacers and OKC, a lot of other NBA teams decide to maybe go in that category. Yes.
John, I'm a big fan of Rick Carlisle. He's kind of quiet and everything, but he's been the president of the Coaches Association for a long time. He stood up for Doris Burke from ESPN. I don't know if you've read the article that was put out, but if he can do that with all of the coaches and stand up for ESPN.
What happened?
Doris Burke is one of the. Well, John, do you know the story of Doris Burke?
I don't know where you. I mean, I know who Doris Burke is.
Yeah, she is with ESPN, and they have been dropping these hints that she's been doing this for 15 years as a woman analyst of the NBA, and she's really, really good. Carlisle stood up for her at the first news conference that took place down in Oklahoma City, and probably saved this woman's career.
But, I mean, what had happened? You're not quite filling in the blank.
ESPN has dropped these bombs that we're going to go with younger, prettier, a different version of a woman.
Gotcha. Okay.
And she has just been a warhorse for analysts, and she's first class. She should be coaching. But anyway, I can't say enough about Rick Carlisle, the humanity that he shows to other people. And if he does that for his team, I got a feeling his team would, fight and bleed and die for him no matter what.
Yeah, these guys all get it, Denny. I mean, they do.
They do.
Head coach on down, they all really get it. That's why, to me, they're the most enjoyable team of any team that I've ever seen around here. And I mean, any team I've ever seen, they're the most enjoyable because they're team-oriented, but they're also down-to-earth, really good people, really good dudes. And, it's really something that fans around here, guys, have talked about forever wanting, and now you have it, and you can see the response, the reaction that the fans are giving them, and rightly so.
I don't know why I want to tell this story, but because it still makes me giggle. When Carlisle was an assistant coach, was it under Bird, right? John, do you remember the time when a team had a fast break and Rick stuck his foot out and tripped the player?
I don't remember.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
That was awesome.
Did he get caught for it?
What compelled you to bring that up, Pat? By the way, what compelled you to bring that up?
It just makes me giggle.
Whenever I
did that, I think he got suspended for a game
Whenever I
or
stick up for somebody and try to make a Boy Scout out of him, Pat goes to the other side. He's the devil on the other shoulder.
That was like when he was like, 30, 40 years ago or something.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool. Look where he is. I mean, finally for this guy, he didn't have to trip people anymore.
Yeah.
He's a standout. Everybody's looking at him.
And the thing is, back in the day, they really, they dressed with the suits and all that, right. And they had the big, shiny, whatever kind of dress shoes. If he would have just had a tennis shoe that stuck that big dog out there, taking that player.
He was a loafer out.
With a nice
that loafer creeping out onto the floor.
Oh, boy.
Hey, the one thing this finals run, Pat, is doing is pushing back #AskPat.
Yeah. But you know what? I am very happy to have it pushed back if I can watch the Pacers continue to play well.
Yeah.
We have plenty of time to do it, but people are chomping at the bit to get this thing going. So as soon as the finals are over.
Who are these imaginary people
you know what?
Chomping at the bit?
There is, I'm telling you, it's a whole list of people.
And remind people what Ask Pat is.
Yes, thank you very much, radio person. Ask Pat is a segment on Fridays during the summer, usually after Memorial Day, that I jump in with John on Friday, and we
with your pro tips.
We take questions on grilling and lawn care and whatever.
I liked it better when there were two S's instead of a K. There was another S, and I liked the show better when it was that way.
I don't get that.
Ask A-S and replace the second. Get the K with an S.
I got
See,
it.
that's my buddy.
Okay, I see where you're going there.
The best,
but anyway,
slow learner.
The best is when Pat has to take calls about how to grow weed adequately.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's your fans,
yeah,
John.
And then and the other one that makes me a little uncomfortable is a lot of your listeners like to talk about rubbing meat. And the different kind of rubs and stuff. So that's
big grillers.
I love to talk about a great meat thermometer, Pat. I always have and always will.
Sure, and I don't blame you. And just so you know, every Friday during this Pacer run, I've actually been doing the segment Ask Pat by myself just to stay,
fresh, sharp,
to stay fresh and sharp. Yeah. So I'm there waiting in the wings, John.
Right.
We are good to go. But no, game 2 tomorrow, Tom's Watch Bar, 6 o'clock on the Fan. For me tonight, JMV Takeover, B105.7. We'll probably celebrate a lot of the 90s and play a lot of 90s and then this era today, Pacers highlights in between and over the top of instrumentals of songs. So it's going to be a celebration of music, requests, and the Pacers later on tonight.
That works.
6 hours.
There you go. John, thanks for spending a little time with us.
Thanks, John.
You got it, guys. See you guys.
All right, when we come back, Fulton's got some big news. We got to get to that. We are here, Sullivan Hardware and Garden, 71st and Keystone. Please come out and have a great barbecue lunch. Enjoy the band sounds really good. The ukuleles were not here. I don't know who said that.
The same people that said Anne Murray's gone.
Yeah, they were here last year, but they couldn't make it this year. So, but we'll see them at Radiothon.
We're going to blackball them. Oh, they're going to come? Well, I want to get the accordion ladies, too. At the same,
where are you meeting all these ladies? These musical ladies.
These are,
yeah, there's
about them within the church.
There's a group, the accordion ladies.
I bet
love it.
Awesome.
They are. We're definitely going to have them.
Are awesome.
They sent an audio tape. What do they call that?
I don't know, demo.
A demo tape. They sent me a demo tape.
So. You think we could do a battle of the bands with the two ladies?
Yeah, absolutely.
People,
all right.
You know what? People just don't learn the squeeze box anymore.
They don't. It's a shame.
It is a shame. So anyways, I should say, we're here at 71st and Keystone. Please come out, support the Alzheimer's Association. It's a beautiful day. Listen to the band. Have a great lunch. We're coming right back, 93 WIBC.
Go to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the streets, the traffic starts jumping with folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back. Pat Sullivan, Denny Smith, Terry Stacy, Allison Lemons. We're here at 71st and Keystone. After contributing one segment to the show, now Terry is eating. So we wish her well. Allison is as well. We're going to, hey, Ethan, could you go ahead and bring up Fulton? It's a small screen here. And Fulton was, he was in Terre Haute for the, I think it was the Olympics. And he joins us now. Fulton, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good. Hey, is your last name really Mraz?
Yes, it is.
You know Jason?
Yes.
You do?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How do you know? How do you know Jason?
I listen to his music, and
well, there you go.
Yep.
I like it. I've been to a couple of his concerts. I thought maybe you guys were cousins.
Yeah, I guess.
You wish, huh?
So what's the big news, Fulton? We hear you've got good news.
Well, I had my 100 running meter dash today and the 200. So I got second place for the 100 today, and then the 200 for third place.
That's fantastic.
Wow. That's really good.
Congratulations, Fulton. That's a big deal.
That's right.
Thank you.
So you must be pretty fast. Did you get to be on the podium?
The podium for what?
Well, did they award?
Did you get a medal?
A ribbon or anything?
Yes, I did. Yes. Yep, I did.
So, I'm sorry. Did I know he came in second in the 100?
In the 100, and he came in third in the 200.
Very good.
I think that's so awesome. You know, Fulton, explain. I've been down to the Special Olympics down in Terre Haute, and explain what that experience is like for you as an athlete.
Oh, okay. My experience for me for Special Olympics in Terre Haute is pretty awesome. There's like a lot of competitors, like bowling, softball, track and field, swimming, volleyball, and biking. So it's
really special, right? You make new friends. The whole thing is really, really an experience.
Yep, it sure is. We have the dance tonight at home in Center tonight. So, yes.
Well, congratulations, Fulton. We're very, very proud of you.
Yeah, hopefully I'll come to the studio and get a picture with you guys soon.
I hope you will. I mean, just tell us when you want to come, and you're in. We're gonna. All right, so we're going to. Yeah, we're going to be out for a couple of weeks, and then you just call me or text me, okay, and we'll set it up.
Sounds great, Pat. All
right, man. Congratulations, Fulton.
Way to go, buddy.
Thank you. I'm going to go celebrate.
All right, go celebrate. I don't want to be around Fulton when he's celebrating.
It says, get out of my way.
Yep, that's right. We are here at 71st and Keystone. What did Ethan say? Did he say we have Michelle?
Well, we have Michela's on the line.
Okay, all right. And who do we have today? It's I can't really say. Oh, it's Richard.
Richard. Our font's a little small.
The font is very small on the screen. Hey, Richard.
Good morning, everybody. How are we doing?
We're doing good. We're raising money for the Alzheimer Association, and we want to thank Michela's for being one of our big sponsors. And I do hate asking people for money. That's why I do it. I'm much more brave in a text message. And so I text Richard, and without a doubt, he said, hey, yes, we absolutely want to be part of it. So thank you very much, Richard.
Pat, never stop asking for money, because it's always a great cause when you call, and we still support it. My father passed from the disease, and I know your mother did. So never, please stop asking, because it's always a deserving cause.
All right, clip that audio so I can play that back to him next year.
Now, Richard, I got some questions for you. Is the big move over? Are you into the new facility now?
So we started last Friday, 2 Fridays ago, and we're in, but we're still going back and forth to the old address on 56th Street to gather up just other product that is probably more for the production side than the admin. But if you were to come by the new space now at 1102 West 16th Street, we're still living out of boxes and moving. Denny, I think I heard you say last week, and maybe talking to Zach Terry, moving is hard. It's
impossible.
Hard. In 35 years in one location. So we had a tremendous response through the entire staff. It was interesting in that the workflow, the new emergency prop coming in, kind of slowed down just enough for us to have those 48 hours of moving, and as soon as we got in,
isn't that funny how that works out?
It is. It always works out, and it's funny how it does work out. But fingers crossed that we'll get completely moved in before our open house. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Did you find anything that you said, I wondered where the hell that was? Did you find any of those things?
Well, I did, but more importantly, I found a lot of stuff, and I said, why do we still have this under our roof, taking up square footage in our warehouse space? So, so my model's always been, if you can't return it, throw it away. And it's hard to do. Sometimes it's hard to throw away a perfectly good window that was misordered, but it just sits there forever. You move it 2 or 3 times, it's lost any value. So, just throw it away.
I get it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
We ought to see Pat's warehouse.
Issue.
Yeah. So thanks for asking. Very excited. Great neighborhood. It's at 16 Tech area. We've been welcomed by the families and businesses in the area. So we're really excited for the move. And it's hard to get used to it. I mean, even my gym that's up on the north side said, so I guess you won't come in here anymore. And I had to think about it. I thought, well, of course I will, but it's going to be a bit of a drive to go to the gym where, before it was just right down the street. So
such a great location.
Changes, great
yeah,
changes.
It's a great location. It's centered. It's easy to get to interstates. It's easy to get around the city. So you did well, brother. You did well.
Yes. Yeah, so we had a major commercial water loss come in Friday, and it took us 3 minutes to get there. So it was right downtown, one of the big buildings, 8-story building. And I thought, well, this is different, to be able to just maneuver through downtown that quickly.
There you go.
Well, there you go. Well, Richard, thanks for spending a little time. And again, thank you for your support of the Alzheimer's Association and our little thing that we're trying to do here. So we really appreciate that.
Well, you're doing a great job, all of you are. So we support everything you guys do, because you're always looking after our neighbors, looking after our families, looking after our city. And I'll follow up by saying, go Pacers. They could play at 4 in the morning, and I'll watch it because they're so exciting.
Absolutely. Thanks, Richard. 844-FIX-INDY is the number. 844-FIX-INDY. Water storms, fire and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Making multiple arrests in connection to different murders. It's 70 in downtown Indy under mostly cloudy skies, a high of 78 today. I'm Jarrett Lewis. Here's what's trending at 12:03. 3 suspects tied to 3 separate murders are taken into custody by IMPD officers, all within a 72-hour period. IMPD says Corey Davis, Joshua Bland, and Clarence White were all apprehended by officers and are facing preliminary charges relating to the homicides of Charles Collins, Brian McCoy, and Kia Robinson. When it comes to illegal immigration, the special agent in charge of the FBI office in Indianapolis has a request for you.
Please be vigilant, be aware, and share information. Help the FBI identify potential threats and problems.
Christopher O'Malley, talking with WIBC's Tony Katz, says that they are always working with their partners in the Midwest and following up on the latest intelligence to see where the biggest threats are. Having people move to America who are talented and can be assets is crucial for America's future and security, says one Indiana senator. Chris Davis reports.
We need capital. We need expertise. Where can we find it?
Senator Todd Young says he's always trying to think ahead of the countries like China, who would like us taken down several notches. At the American Enterprise Institute, he says America should be looking for good, smart help.
South Korea and Japan are among the most talented and most experienced shipbuilders in the world. We should be partnering with them.
Young says America must reclaim some of its shipbuilding prowess. Chris Davis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Leaders at Purdue University are approving a long-term plan to develop the new campus in Indianapolis. Over the next 50 years, the school plans to build 16 new buildings to accommodate 15,000 students and more than 5,000 dorm rooms. Construction is already underway on the first building, which will be called the Academic Success Building. Now the forecast from the American Standard Cooling Weather Center.
Patchy fog and mostly cloudy skies waking up. Isolated showers and storms increasing coverage through the evening. Showers likely tonight. Highs in the upper 70s. On Wish TV, Storm Track 8 meteorologist Ryan Morse for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jarrett Lewis, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
Well, some folks say that grown-up men are still just little boys, that really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools, power tools, power tools. Yeah, you just plug them in the wall and think of all you can do. You can plant a garden, fix your
car. The Home and Garden Show's on the road today. We are at 71st and Keystone for the annual Longest Day event. It's Alzheimer's Awareness, the Longest Day. And this is the Remembering Rita event. It is in remembrance of Pat's mom, Rita. And the whole Sullivan family comes out for a rather small donation. You get a lot of opportunity to win a lot of nice stuff. Plus, you get a lot of good food. The whole Sullivan crew is at the feeding line, and you can go back as many times as you want. You get into some drawings, but it's a wonderful event. I think every one of us across Indiana, which seems to be the epicenter of a lot of the research and the efforts of the Alzheimer's Association, Lily has come up with a new drug, and as Anne Murray from the Alzheimer's Association has shared with us, there's
I
a
love
lot
Anne Murray. I got all her albums.
There's a lot going on here. But 71st and Keystone, come on out. And I want to thank the folks at Schlegel who put up these wonderful Fancy Boy pots. They for over $100.
Yeah, $100 over 100. You're right. I say 100. It should be over 100.
Yeah, and but if your donation for $100, Schlegel has put up all of these as a gift to you to say thank you for supporting it. And I guess all of us have been touched by Alzheimer's.
Yeah, and that 15-inch Fancy Boy, you'll see them around town. They're about $70.
Isn't that something?
And then you get, if you donate over $100, you get 2 prize wheel spins,
which is big stuff. I mean,
we're giving away a bunch of Yetis, some hats. So you literally could be making money. You might have to put it on your taxes that you've made money.
That'd be a real shame, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Donation to the Alzheimer's Association, and you declare it as a capital gain.
That's right. All right, now our sponsors: Be Window, Schlegel, we just mentioned. Hope Plumbing. Big Green Egg, we're auctioning off not auctioning off, that's the wrong word. We have a drawing for a $1,200 Big Green Egg.
Depending on how much you give, you might get 1 or 2 chances.
Is that how it goes?
Becky came over and was saying, how they're trying to get.
And of course, if you don't donate, you can still enter.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
you can.
You have to stay square with the state. Berlin Gardens donated a couple of Adirondack chairs
that were also. Where did you get this old hat?
Isn't that cool?
That's our
retro hats.
Sullivan Hardware, we do it best. That's great.
Sten's Construction.
Really?
Donated quite a bit. Yep. Yeti gave us some door prize stuff. Merchants Bank and the Mike Petrie, their foundation, donated a nice amount.
Mike Petrie from Merchants?
Yeah.
He owes me money.
Really?
Yeah, that's a pet Sullivan.
I owe him money.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
So I guess you owe me money.
Teely
donated.
John Traub donated a nice amount. Mosquito Shield. Sean O'Connor from Dobie, O'Connor, and Zaleski. They donated a ton.
Now, is that your cousin?
It's my cousin, yeah.
Your cousin.
Yep.
There's
cousin
a lot
Sean.
of different O'Connors, but you guys are all pretty tight, you Irish people.
Yeah, it hangs out. So this will go till 2 o'clock. So you have time, but it's such a beautiful day. It's a little overcast, but I feel like there's a nice breeze. It seems very comfortable. The band is going to play till 2 o'clock. So come on over for donate some cash for the Alzheimer's
I haven't
Association.
heard them. I know that they're all the way back against the Bear Barn on that, what I'm going to call the North Stage.
Yep.
But I haven't heard them. Are they there?
They are definitely there.
There.
I heard them play the first little bit of the first song, and then I have not been back out there.
If you've ever wondered what Pat Sullivan's family looks like, his sister was, she really did a good job. She is I'm going to call her a bigwig at St. Vincent's Ascension, and they've opened up the new building with the helipads. There's 2 helipads there now, Pat.
On the Peyton Manning Hospital?
Yeah, but your sister did just a great job.
And women's and children,
children, but that she's one of the funny Sullivans. They're the kind of quiet Sullivans, but you and she are a lot alike.
We are a lot alike.
The mouth that roared.
Some of my other sisters are very intense runners, and
they're competitive.
Yoga
oh my
people.
Gosh, they're competitive.
Pickleball, So
yeah, are you throwing down to the pickleballers? The Johnson County pickleballers that they have their events for Alzheimer's and stuff. Are you challenging them?
No, I don't challenge them. I mean, I
just
think,
say you're going to beat them.
I think this whole pickleball thing is ridiculous. I mean, it's just a way for old people to break bones. It's all sponsored by and started by and designed and developed by orthopedic surgeons.
I happened to get something in my feed for Instagram about hip surgery, and it was done. Holy cow! Guess who's all the way back from Spain?
It's
John Griffith and Mary.
Mary.
Yeah. Hello. Can we talk to her for just a second?
Yeah,
This
sure.
is John Griffin, have a seat, Mary.
John has been at WIBC for as long as I have, or darn near.
Darn near.
And
the best rep you could ever hope for.
Yep.
And his daughter, Mary, who we watched grow up from about 5 or 6 all the way. And she's now a teacher.
She's a big girl.
In Spain, España. ¿Cómo está, señor?
Muy bien.
Muy bien.
¿Y cómo estás?
Are you bien? No tengo problema ninguna.
Anytime Danny does this, I always go, Je voudrais une bière, s'il vous plaît.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was right up against
right up
France.
against
That's all I know.
So you've been in Spain.
Yes.
Are you teaching English to Spanish people, or what do you do?
Yes, I was teaching English in a Spanish elementary school.
It's a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah.
You going to stay over there?
No, I'm back. I was there for 2 years, but now I'm back home, and I'm looking to teach in Indy.
You were there 2 years already?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't seem possible.
Gosh, it goes by so quick.
Am I allowed to ask you how old you are now?
I'm 24.
No way.
No way.
Yeah.
So what part of Spain? Did you say that already?
I was in Galicia.
Where's that?
Northwest Spain. If you take Portugal and you go like this, right above it.
Oh.
Right above it. Okay, the opposite side of Barcelona.
Yes, I was super far away from Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Smaller town?
Small, really small, 6,000 people. It's called Muros, which means walls.
All right,
in Spain,
and as I found, there really is, they're like us, we don't know any other languages, and the small towns, they don't really know a lot of English, do they?
No, not as much, but in Galicia, they speak 2 languages. They have Spanish and they have Gallego. They have their own language. It's kind of like Portuguese.
Like a
Spanish.
dialect from the...
Yeah. But it's an official language in Spain.
Now, I'm going to tell you that her accent is very pure. It's more Castellano. It's from Spain and not from South America for sure. So I can tell.
Yeah.
So this is really good.
Okay,
well, anyway,
gets all excited.
I do. Well, I appreciate people who can speak multiple languages, and she certainly got that down.
So we were in it was around Barcelona, but it was outside in a small town.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some famous beach there. Because I remember one of our kids got so drunk he got lost, and we had to go look for him.
Oh, gosh. Well, funny things you remember about
funny
countries.
things. And then our kids, so I grounded all of them. I mean, there was like 22 young adults.
Okay.
Grounded them.
Mm-hmm.
Like they cannot move. They snuck out. They heard music, and they snuck out to this local. They were having it was a wedding reception or something, and
they just crashed.
Yeah, and the people welcomed them in. Then they hop in a van with a family that has another bar, and they go and
That's how you
sang
get
and danced until 5 a.m.
Barcelona are known as the thugs of Spain.
This is not,
I'm telling you, Barcelona, they're hoodlums.
This is way outside of. It's
Small
in a
town.
Yes, it's that one.
Yeah.
Begins with an S, I think. Yeah.
Saratoga?
No, I don't know.
Right. Well, Mary, welcome
it's
back
so
to
funny.
Indianapolis.
It's very safe. Is what I'm
Thanks for
trying
having
to
me
say.
on. What a fun.
Yeah, well,
thrown right into it.
Well, I barely recognize you. You grew up, young lady. Well, anyway, thanks for sharing some time with us.
Yes.
But don't forget to get in there since your daddy made a
Welcome home.
contribution.
Thank you.
Get some food.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, one question.
Yeah.
When you came back, what was the one thing you wanted to eat that you missed in Spain?
Oh.
Come on.
I always really.
It's a 4-hour show.
Really want. I always really want a stadium hot dog when I come back.
Oh, really?
A hot dog girl. I knew I liked you.
Yeah, hot dog, but specifically the ones that come in the tin foil.
Steamed.
Yeah.
Steamed.
Get me to a baseball game.
Give me to.
There you go.
I like it.
Mary Griffith,
Thanks,
you're always
Mayor.
welcome. Good to see you again.
Good to see you guys too.
All right.
Yeah.
Take care. Tell your dad to stay out of jail.
All right, so
I'll
this weekend at Sullivan at all of our stores, we're actually celebrating our 71st anniversary, and our Alzheimer's fundraiser is part of that. But the other part is our very fun Pop the Balloon.
Your favorite event.
It is my favorite event. It's our customer's favorite event. So it includes everything in, like, you could buy all of the gift shop items that you'd like, and then you grab a balloon, and at the register they will pop that for you, and you'll get between 10 and 71% off. So you might say, okay, here's the little thing for the home and garden audience. There are no 10s.
What?
There
are you trying
no 10s.
to con me?
We used to do 10s, and we used to do, we would have 10s, 15s,
You
20,
saved the
25.
10 for me.
And when people got 10s, they were always so disappointed.
Oh, because
it was the lowest one.
Lowest one.
So we advertise 10 to 71 for 71 years in business, but there are no 10s. So 15 will be the
Is there a 71?
So if you get 15, feel like a loser.
Is there a 71?
There is multiple 71s.
So on your cash registers, how do you do a 71% discount? Is that something the ladies at the counters can do?
There's a button.
There's a button. You got to program a button.
They call it the discount key.
Oh.
So you hit the discount key, and then a box pops up.
We also have food sampling all day long.
Oh, my God.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's been going on right outside our grill department, which they also have a great deal. 71st anniversary special is free $71 in grill accessories with the purchase of a $500 grill. So that's kind of cool.
There you go.
And I think the patio furniture also has an Adirondack sale going on, too, for $550.
That's a steal.
That's a huge
because it's
deal.
Berlin Gardens.
Yeah, that's a huge deal.
That's the stuff you can leave out in the backyard.
Berlin never allows us. Those people, I'm telling you, that's tight. It's the Amish.
They're the Amish.
But they do not, their rules are their rules. And for the first time ever, they gave us a MAP holiday. MAP is minimum advertised price. So they gave us a holiday through July 8th, I believe. And then it's back to, because you just can't do it. And they're on you like, yeah, no phones, no computers, you know what.
The Amish have smoke
They track us pretty well. So that's going on as well. And then I will say that one of the things in the categories for Pop the Balloon, all of the plants, all of the gift, bird food. What else? What am I forgetting?
Gourmet food.
Oh, gourmet foods. That was the other thing. So that's all
Home decor,
all the sauces
plants.
and stuff. Yeah. And so really big categories. But I think our garden centers have never looked better. They're actually beautiful right now.
You know how I know they never look better? Because every time I'm here, whether I'm working part-time in the office or if I'm here on the radio, I get a text from a family member or a friend saying, hey, can you pick this up from Sullivan's? Because they're all from the South Side. So every time I leave here, I'm at least buying one plant.
There you go.
So that's how you know it's good.
Yeah, it is good. We've got some nice fresh stuff in, some great perennials, got trees in. We got pretty much everything in this week, so it's great. All right, we're going to take a short break. We'll come back with more. We're trying to get a recap of where we are as far as our fundraising. We're trying to hit $50,000. So we will see. It's going to be really embarrassing if we're like at 7,200, something like that.
I'll see if I
can. So if we do that, we're going to switch.
Start opening your wallets, everybody.
We're going to switch right to the voices of the 500. Coming right back, 93 WIBC.
And treat you right. I wanna love you every day and every night. We'll be together with the roof right over our heads. We'll share the shelter of my single bed. We'll share the same room, yeah.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
So I have a total here so far. Are we allowed to announce our total so far?
So the total would be for our Alzheimer's fundraiser here at all the Sullivan stores, Allisonville Home and Garden, obviously, as well. You can donate there on the keypad, or you can go to, is it alz.org?
ALZ.org, that's correct.
And you can go to the longest day and you can find our fundraiser. And really, you know what? I don't care whose fundraiser you
put the money
donate
in.
for.
That's
Just
right.
donate to Alzheimer's
All right,
Association.
Allison, what's the total?
So our event goes until 2 o'clock. But we have a band playing. You come in. This is all at our 71st and Keystone store. There's a band. You get a great barbecue meal. It's $25 a person. $50 for a family. If you donate over $100, you will get a Schlegel Fancy Boy pot that is literally worth $70. I was going to say 70,000. They're not that good. $70, and you get, with each donation, you get a spin of the wheel.
And an entry to win a trigger or big green egg.
Yes.
I'm
telling you, you're making money here.
Come on, people.
All right.
And our thanks to the Sullivan family. But all right, Pat, you ready?
Currently, at the Alzheimer's longest day tote board, $32,000.
Oh my gosh.
That's
not what I thought you were going to say at all. That's amazing.
That's pretty good, Patty.
All right.
And then that doesn't
We're just
count
getting
all the
started.
stuff that would be coming still from the store, because when you check out from Sullivan's, you'll be able to make a donation there at the checkout counter.
And we don't mess around with this roundup or dollar. It's really 50, 150, or 1,000.
No, it's not, because I went and bought a cup, and it was $1, $10, $5. I mean, it's.
What did you give?
I said I brought you the check. Jane wrote the check when I left this morning.
I didn't see it.
What's the matter with you? I always bring you a check.
Did you turn it in?
I turned it into your sister Mary, and that knucklehead over there trying to do the totaling. Who was that next?
Doesn't count with you until it clears the bank.
Sullivan, I'm going to smack you.
All right, listen. So we also have our Pop the Balloon sale going.
Yeah, 71 years in business.
Yeah, and you should come every day. That's what people do. They come every day, and you know what?
Waiting for the big balloon.
Hey, the other thing that people are asking, Sully's Grill is still open.
Oh, yeah.
So you can either participate in the Alzheimer's barbecue out here,
and which includes barbecued baked bean or green beans.
Green beans.
Oh my gosh!
And we did the pulled pork was done on a big green egg, I believe.
It was really good.
Yeah. So you can do that, or Sully's has their regular menu as well. I'm kind of hungry actually. But come each day. It runs through tomorrow, so it's okay. Oh, look who's back. Oh, Look who's back.
Oh.
Hold on.
Check her purse. That purse is a lot more full. She's probably a shoplifter.
Right now I got the whole show on my back.
I was going to be gone for a while, and I was. And then I came back because I needed to buy some things, some impatiens. I needed to buy some impatient planters that I needed to get. So then I came back, turned around at 71st and Dean, came back.
You felt bad. You felt guilty that
That's what I said.
You're supposed to be on a radio show.
And you lost your parking spot.
And you're
no guilt at all. I swear to you, you would know if there was guilt. There was no guilt.
Nothing.
I just was guilt if I
Nothing,
didn't
even
bring
though
home
you're
the impatiens.
scheduled to be here on this radio show.
I know it, but look, there's so many good people here. Now that I've spent more time, the second time around.
The guilt brought
there's
you
more
back.
people here that I like.
Have you gone back to look at the sun patients? They're really good.
Oh, no, I didn't see the sun patients.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing. They're just a different variety. Tell them the difference between sun
Is it in a
patients.
basket?
I'd let you
She
bobble
needed
around.
baskets.
No, baskets. Yep. So anyways, I'd like to ask, so you bought these things, so what discount did you get on your Pop the Balloon?
Didn't pop a balloon. I took them out the back over here on the side.
Oh,
you stole them.
Oh, you just stole them.
Oh, God.
I just took them, I know, they're out here.
Terry Lynn Stacy, home of a Hall
You
of Fame
donated them
broadcaster.
to a greater cause, which is Terry's neighbor.
No,
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have told that story.
Yeah, well, yeah, there'll be a traffic jam at the back gate.
Yeah. There, you see that camera right there, Terry? All of that was caught on the.
All
on
I'm
the
hearing about are the green beans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are those Joe's green beans?
They are.
That recipe is a winner.
It is.
I mean, it could
so
be.
good.
It could qualify for something, a medal in the World Food Championships or something. But those green beans.
We're going to beat Bobby Flay.
Last year we got requests for the recipe.
Yeah, I think I still have
did.
it, actually.
Yeah, you should. I mean, if anybody's requesting it, we do have it. But they are phenomenal. I don't know what
They
he
are
does
good.
to them, but I don't know if he spits on them to make them special and sweet. They're just delicious.
I did
think
get a
he
text
sauces
message.
them in the bathtub.
I did get a text message. They want to know if they go to Allisonville or if they go to 49th and Penn, can they still make a contribution at
Yes.
the cash register?
Yes, you can. The little keypad, it's all the same computer, the keypad. So you would just select 100, 500, or $1,000.
It's $1, $5, $10, $15, or enter the amount you want.
Hey, how's it going today, raising the money for the
Yeah.
Alzheimer's
Yeah,
Association?
Just announced the total.
Yeah, thanks for listening. We're at $32,000 right now.
Isn't that amazing?
Oh, my goodness. Is
Yeah.
that right?
Yes, it is right.
But you know,
because it's just been since 11 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Or 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
10 for some of us.
But the bridge
9
ladies
for
are
some of us.
chomping at the bit.
amazing.
They're sort of intercepting our signals here, and we don't know what the bridge ladies are going to do. The people down in Johnson County, I don't think they have a clue.
I forgot
what's
this is
going
kind of a competition.
No, it's
Augustine
not a competition. We're all together. It's just that, this pickleball thing is ridiculous. It's like,
Has the doctor shown up with the pickleball?
oh, he's just out. No, because he's probably resetting someone's ankle that was playing in the tournament yesterday.
See, Pat thinks pickleball
Lining
is
his pocket. All
He could
these.
he's a good fundraiser, though.
This whole thing, orthopedic surgeons, they got together. They said, we just need to come up with a simple game for old people that will break their brittle bones. And what we'll do is we'll build and say, hey, it's a game for all ages. So
if this is a game for all ages, and yes, it is, but those that are older and that are breaking the bones, it's just because we as older people, we're not the older people of yesteryear. We're newer older people, and we're very competitive. We play hard and fast.
Yeah, in euchre, but not in pickleball.
I never learned how to play euchre.
No,
I've been
then
in
get
so
out
many
of the state.
tournaments.
Get out of the state right now.
I have been in the tournaments, and I just kind of wing my way through.
No, you don't.
I'm with Terry on that.
You would be an awful partner.
Do you know how to play pinochle?
No.
Double pinochle?
I know how to play crazy eights.
Canasta? Do you know?
Go fish?
I'm afraid to ask about bridge. Do you play bridge?
No.
That's all okay. You don't need to play any of those games to stay in the state. Euchre, get out.
I just don't understand it. But I never say that out loud until just now. Again, telling things I shouldn't. But I've been in where I'm sitting across from somebody.
I've had it explained to me multiple times.
It's very hard.
And I think I get it down, and then I forget. It's a lot of rules. So I am with you. Winging it usually works.
All right.
You can get your way through it, right?
Yeah, you need
Confidence is key.
You need to join a league.
No, there's
Tuesday night league.
Yeah, it's easier than bingo, really.
Oh, I love bingo.
Euchre Tuesdays is what they call it.
And is this for an older generation, or
It's
is
right
this
after
for
Bible.
Who's playing euchre?
In a Baptist church, it's right after
for
Bible
beginners.
study.
For beginners, it's at any I think it's at Indian Knights of Columbus.
Are you a hotshot euchre player?
Well, I'd like to say that I am in a league.
You'd like to.
But you're not.
I am in a league, is what I'm saying. And we are making a small addition to our house for
now Terry,
the trophies.
In euchre, there are players that we call drifters, where they just sort of flip their car out there.
Oh, that's me.
Okay, no, wait a minute. And then they got the thumpers, where they thump it down like that when they're
My
gonna
dad
take
was
it.
a thumper.
Your dad was a thumper?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't really ever thump anything. Would that help
Actually,
me be more authentic if I was throwing a card down?
I will say the bad thing that people, like when you're trying to teach someone how to play euchre, and there's 3 people that play, and what the new person hates is when, everyone has cards and they go, oh, and everybody throws their cards in. And the new person's like, wait, what the hell just happened? What happened?
They just gave up.
It's because the person that called it up, probably they need to get all the tricks. So the opponents.
Stupid game. I don't even know what he's
I've already
saying.
glazed over.
I can't believe you've lived in any.
Everybody knows that it's over except for the new person.
Go fish.
You've never played euchre.
Get out.
No, I played it.
She didn't say she
I
hasn't
just don't
played
know,
euchre.
because anybody that tries to explain it to me sounds just like Pat just did.
No, you know what? You need to move to Illinois right now. Just get out.
I didn't know it was still so wildly popular. That was a college game. Everybody played it in college, right? Which maybe that's why.
We played hearts in college. We played hearts. Do you play hearts?
I could play hearts.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have to have a refresher course, but I bet I could.
I'd be curious how many people under 30 in Indiana know how to play euchre.
97.
I would beat all of you.
97%.
Wait
Do you know?
Ethan, how many?
Oh, I would beat all you guys. I'm a euchre master.
And how old are you,
efficient.
Ethan?
And very humble,
25
too.
buckos.
25.
Okay.
25. Euchre? Can you play euchre? I'm pointing at our
promotions.
Hammer.
I'm actually surprised Hammer doesn't know how to play.
Yeah, you tell your whole family to get out. Take your father.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got to leave the state.
That's right.
This is because this is a euchre playing
It's a euchre state.
What do you think's more Indiana, cornhole or euchre?
Oh,
euchre.
Cornhole.
Tenderloins.
Euchre.
No,
Euchre and tenderloin.
No, it's cornhole.
Everyone plays cornhole.
I don't see people out tailgating playing euchre.
I will say.
I don't see people.
Yeah, but he said Indiana. It's like that is euchre is
Well, where are they
Indiana.
playing it? Where are
Everyone
people
plays
playing it?
Cornhole.
Where are you playing? Where are you playing it?
You play at home, at the
Euchre
kitchen
clubs,
table.
Speakeasies.
I've never played in a euchre club. I've always played at somebody's house.
Speakeasies all over the city. Euchre.
You're telling me that on a Tuesday night we can find Pat Sullivan at a speakeasy playing euchre,
absolutely.
with his
league.
Yeah, euchre used to be illegal, and people would play in the backwoods.
You don't even know how to spell euchre, pal.
Begins with an E. I know that. That's it. That's all I know.
Farther than me.
There's clacker euchre. You remember the clackers where you make the balls go up and down like this?
Now clothes with clackers are fun.
That's a Michigan thing.
Oh, okay.
All right. Listen, we got to get out of here. We're going to come right back with more from Sullivan Hardware and Garden, 71st and Keystone, for our Remembering Rita fundraiser to benefit the Salvation Army.
You're in radiothon mode already.
The Alzheimer's Association right here in Central
boy,
Indiana.
I'm thinking about how I'm going to move you out of this state. We're coming right back, 93 WIBC. We are here for a very important event, and that is our Alzheimer's fundraising. It's the longest day. Terry Stacy was unable to be with us today, but she has now come back.
One of our longtime listeners, John Hewlin, just stopped in, and he and Cindy are donating Alzheimer's touches every family. But he said this is in memory of Pat's mom, Cindy's mom, and John's dad.
Aww.
So thanks, John and Cindy.
It's weird when John calls me, it comes up as Scott Willis.
What?
Yeah.
The mayor of Westfield?
Yeah, no. I don't know.
Oh, is that Scott Willis? Is that his name?
Yeah, I don't know if John has his old number or
I think that's right.
He stole his phone.
He was a chemist.
Yeah.
His DNA might have gotten mixed up somehow.
Yeah, how about that? Hey, I want to thank our sponsors. Yeah. Not only all the people that are... So the way this works, we have a great barbecue. You can come out to our 71st and Keystone store. You donate. It's $25 a person or $50 for a family. A beautiful buffet, which contains pulled pork.
Chicken.
Watermelon.
Barbecue green beans.
Oh, God, those
coleslaw. And coleslaw.
And some cookies.
Speaking of,
what?
Slawfest is next week.
Oh, is it next
We're
week?
right back here for Slawfest.
I cannot believe that.
I know.
So what were the cookies?
You can get
You
your
held up
tickets
some
at
cookies.
SullivanHardware.com. Slawfest,
Okay.
the celebration of coleslaw. It's the only coleslaw festival in the country.
You saw the
Possibly
Oscar
the
Mayer
world,
Wiener.
maybe.
Possibly the
The
world.
Wienermobile called the Slaw Wiener.
Slaw Dog won.
Yeah, Slaw Dog
Sure
won.
did.
We were trying to get it to come here with us for Slawfest, but
Yep.
he's booked.
He's booked, so we dropped the Slaw Dog off the menu.
Oh, it's
Wow,
a
that's
shame
sort
because
of
I love
hateful.
it.
I did too, but you know what?
Oh, they have a new one though that's coming.
What?
I cannot say, but there's a new slaw entree coming.
Yeah.
Oh, like a, what could it be?
Slaw,
Like a slaw sandwich.
slaw chicken. I don't know.
Oh, Pat.
I don't know, but
that's
it's
hard.
so fun. And you know what? If you're going to be one of those people, I don't like coleslaw. Well, just stay away.
Yeah, this is not for you.
All right.
This is not for you. You need to go to Macaroni Fest.
This is for like-minded people.
You're a national retailer, got a reputation. You tell people to just stay away.
If they're going to make fun of coleslaw, no, I tell you what. Why don't you bring your bowl of mac and cheese in here, and we'll put you over in the corner
Hey, big timer.
while the rest of your family enjoys
Your
this thing.
family is serving mac and cheese on that line in there.
Well, that's okay today.
That's because that was in our evidence room. We confiscated that from last year.
So you don't even like it any other day of the year?
What's that?
Macaroni and cheese.
I love it.
But just slaw really takes the cake for you.
Well, slaw.
Because there's slaw cake. Last year we had slaw cake and it was so good.
I just think the dumbing down of America has become a big deal.
You're the poster child for that.
I go
son.
into the liquor store and they card me. Do I look anywhere do I look 21? No, thank you. So it's the dumbing down. It's just like, oh, here's macaroni and cheese. Simple. There it is. Eat it. Shut up.
And it's so good.
Coleslaw
I love
is a
macaroni
blank
and
canvas.
cheese. Oh my gosh, you can
Coleslaw
macaroni and
can
cheese.
take you so many different places.
Yeah, well, okay.
Coleslaw will get you places.
Like-
Coleslaw will get your brain working.
Get your
If
stomach.
you want to
So
be
what's your
a puppet
excuse?
of the government, you just keep eating your mac and cheese.
As a puppet of the government?
Yes,
The macaroni and cheese?
that's what the government's trying to do.
I don't know about that part.
No,
Was that
I
in
know.
Project 2025?
You know, it's on the internet. Yeah.
Speed round
That
is
was part
coming
of.
up.
That was part of. That's exactly where it was. That 2025 thing.
Yeah.
Again, if you want to be a follower, you just eat your mac and cheese
It's
and
like
be sad.
Y2K and a quarter.
If you want to come out with the cool kids, I'm telling you, next week, right here, 71st and Keystone, this is where it's going to happen.
It's
Slaw
big.
Fest.
It is big. It is surprising how big it really is.
Yep.
It really is surprising.
Yeah. Shocking, actually.
Well, it is. I mean,
No, but it's so much more than just coleslaw. It's slaw dogs, and there's entrees and
Tacos.
charcuterie slaw,
Very good.
where charcuterie and coleslaw come together.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, all we're saying is
Served
don't
with
schedule
champagne.
your colonoscopy for Monday after next Saturday. That's all we're
The
saying.
hospital hates it when I have this event. Messes up their schedule.
The GasX, we're still looking for your sponsorship.
That's right. They think it's a joke. It's not a joke.
Smith Klein, I reached out to them and they put me on hold like I was
Because they thought you were a radio station with some bit you were trying to do. They don't realize the seriousness of this thing.
X. All right.
But I can tell you right now, I can look at Hammer's kid, Chris.
Get off your phone, Chris.
You don't like coleslaw, do you? I didn't. I thought so.
Not a kid's
because that kid is a puppet of the government. That's what he is.
Wow, really?
Hammer's kid?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I
All
didn't.
right.
Okay.
We're coming right back. 93
Speed round's coming
WIBC.
up.
Where has the time gone?
I don't know.
We know.
Well, we know where you've been.
were. You've done everything, your taxes, your Christmas shopping,
your nails.
But now it's time for the speed round, where we don't take your calls, more than likely. But if we did, we would take you'd give us a quick answer, and we'd give you, you give us a quick question, we give you a quicker answer. But instead, you want to talk about your Thanksgiving plans. The The speed round is brought to you by
Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Take your time, Pat. There's not a single call out there. Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Great pricing on Lazy Boy. Indiana-made Smith Brothers Furniture. Great name. Mattresses made in Indiana and maintenance-free outdoor furniture. Pat, they got free delivery up to 75 miles.
That's ridiculous. They can't afford to do that. Yeah. Who's ready for the speed round?
I'm ready. I have a question if we don't have any calls.
We don't have any calls because I'm looking here. It looks like we're hooked into the music station. That could be the problem.
Not right.
Yeah, that happens on occasion.
There's a tree that people have been questioning that is they're starting to see or notice downtown. I've taken a picture of it. And I'm told, hi, Rita Reith, firefighter, chief. Just got a text from her.
Big white hat.
This beautiful tree is one of the most fragrant trees anyone has ever smelled in downtown Indianapolis.
That is a Japanese lilac.
Japanese lilac.
I'm told it's something like of a London tree or a linden tree.
That is not a Japanese lilac. It's some
people have been saying it's like a linden or a London.
Oh, a sweet linden.
That's
sweet.
It.
Yeah, we have some of those.
Do you?
There's another word to it. Sweet something linden.
Terry, there are people that make.
We have them.
Also around Lockerbie.
People make tea out of that. And
Sweet Street linden?
No.
Oh. Okay, well,
the linden tree. They
something
will make tea
little
out
linden.
of that.
Tree. So this
something little linden.
People from Turkey love that as a tea.
Is this something that is easy to grow? And would you recommend a beautiful
Dick
tree
Crum
like this?
always recommended them.
And the fragrance, can you describe it? And when we get the fragrance?
It's definitely floral.
When it blooms. So right now, it would be. And the other one, when I was up in Carmel, and I think it's more fragrant because of the roof, the dome. So the wind's not blowing around. But it's the Japanese lilac.
Tell David.
Is that a tree?
They're right on the Monon.
Does David go to Exercise Inc. in Zionsville?
Used to.
Okay, well, right as you come out that
Little
door,
Leaf linden.
right across the street, there's that linden tree.
Thank you.
They're gorgeous.
They are gorgeous and easy to grow, and the lifespan of
Well, they
one
grow.
of those.
They're growing at a shopping
last
center
longer
with
than
gravel,
you.
so yeah, they're
will?
easy to grow.
How tall?
It's a medium size. It'll get up there like
20,
30,
yeah.
35, 40.
45, 50?
I would say
55,
about 30.
60. All income free.
And it's only fragrant while it's blooming.
Yes,
and describe
yes,
the blooms. They are a...
They're like
petite little pink
petite
whites.
that kind of hang down like little bells.
Oh, I bet it's...
Little leaf linden.
This would be a good tree to have.
What are you pointing at?
Well, we got a call.
Oh, get the
for
call.
God's sakes. Hold on.
Just do it.
Here's
Who
the
is
thing.
this
No matter
guy?
what I say, it's going to be wrong with Pat. I think we're married.
Hi, Jeff.
Hey, rarely do I call twice, but thanks again for the Alzheimer's for Rita. Hi, Terry. Didn't get to talk to you earlier.
Hi,
I
Jeff.
wanted to bring up something. I know that dementia, Parkinson's, and ALS, of which my mother and my father they died of, okay? So I wanted to mention those two as well as Alzheimer's for Rita.
Sure.
And back in the day, chemicals had no warnings on them, and my mother was a big produce eater, and so was my father-in-law. And I was just wondering, Pat, no offense, but, you're kind of in the biz, and I know mostly plants, flowers, and trees and everything, but have you ever thought about the connections to maybe the government hid buying things, that were maybe the poisons were put in them and we're now suffering the repercussions from it or not?
Yes.
That sounds like say yes. That sounds like crazy talk.
Yeah. No.
So wait a minute. What's your contention that the government added?
Used to put a whole bunch of chemicals in the 70s, and now we're paying for the...
And there's some truth to that. The number of chemicals that were really strong. I'll give you an example. Chloroidane. Chloroidane was a product.
Everybody kept it in the garage. We used it every year on tomatoes and everything.
No one had... You know how people treat for grub worms now? No one treated for grub worms because Chloroidane kept them out like forever. Mm-hmm. So it was really strong. You had to get by the headaches. But then they realized that it's like, this stuff is bad.
Yeah.
So they got rid of Chloroidane. Then we went to diazinon, and that didn't stack up so well. So we got rid of diazinon.
Do we still have malathion?
Dursban. Yeah. Dursban turned out that it had some side effects. They got rid of it. So they are getting rid of stuff. 7, then they came up with 8, and 8 is a pyrethrin, so it doesn't make it organic, but it makes it safer. So I do think that I don't think there's anyone in the government that's trying to kill us, but I think that they learn, like they're just people. We're kind of learning as we go. And when they make a decision like that, it has wide-ranging effects for farmers and stuff. And so, boy, that was kind of a deep thing to get into the last.
We're all guinea pigs.
Wow. Can we let's go to a commercial. So
Let's
anyways.
talk about Remembering Rita. We got a minute to go.
Yes. So we're going to be here till 2 o'clock, but we will continue to collect funds all weekend long. I'm going to go to the Jazz Kitchen on Tuesday
to hear Dan Nick's band.
The Dan Nick's, the big band. You guys should come with me.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll meet here.
You guys aren't coming.
Yeah, we'll
Denny will be in bed. It's like 7 o'clock. All right.
Terry called me at 4:30 this morning, and who answered the phone? Denny.
Yeah. Thanks for all of our sponsors: B Window, Schlegel, Hope Plumbing, Big Green Egg, Berlin Gardens, Stens Construction, Yeti, Merchants Bank, Mike Petrie. I owe him a lot of money. Teely, Michaelis, Mosquito Shield, and the O'Connors. Thanks very much. We will see you, and it's the Voices of the 500. No, that's not what's coming up. It's Abdul's coming up next, 93 WIBC.